Yeah. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a pick in the park. Yeah, swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from the rental, we blow out the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Vic got that vision, he passing the rock. Trae up from 30 with 12 on the clock. I hope your best player got really good handles, why? Cause he might get swiped by Daniels, I told him don't leave, both get open wide. Cause he jump away like an ocean, yeah. Jailing on the fat break, scaring them. But you can't leave open garrison. Just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from arena, we blow out the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. Yeah. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a pick in the park. Yeah, swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from arena, we blow out the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Vic got that vision, he passing the rock. Trae up from 30 with 12 on the clock. I hope your best player got really good handles, why? Cause he might get swiped by Daniels, I told him don't leave, both get open wide. Cause he jump away like an ocean, yeah. Jailing on the fat break, scaring them. But you can't leave open garrison. Just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from arena, we blow out the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond.
Yo, what up? What up? Folks, my bad. Trying to get this screen straight so I can see it. Hey, the man ain't drinking no Kool-Aid. It's just me. It's just me. Just wanted to come with a little rookie talk as I was watching some rookie ranking things today. Had me thinking, basically, how far. I think this is the most recent rookie ladder that we're looking at right now on the screen. Let me see, Kia NBA rookie ladder. I believe this one came out pretty much just a day ago, so it doesn't. I don't think they have considered. I forget his name, but the kid with the Sixers, McCain. He dropped like 34 points, I think, last night, and also too, Klingon had a pretty good game last night as well against Gobert. I think he had like eight blocks. 17 points, 12 rebounds, or something of that nature. He had a pretty good game. But again, anyway, just wanted to go over the most recent one, key rookie, NBA rookie ladder. They got Jalen Wells at number 1 playing with the Grizzlies. I haven't had the chance to check them out, though. But basically, you got the Grizzlies with 2 guys. They're 2 rookies standing at 1 and 2 right now. What do you say, Rashad? Answer to the title. Zacc got to hit his shots. He's getting open shots. I feel you. I mean, even with him hitting his shots, I don't know. I don't know. He gotta probably hit his shots and do a lot more as well right now, in my opinion. But because right now it's not like he's. I don't know, outside of usage or whatever. It's like he's right there in the mix with what guys got going on right now. But like I said, Jalen Wells though right now is at 11.4 points per game, 3 rebounds and 1 assist. Zacc coming in at number 2 at 11.2 points per game, 6 rebounds, zero point 0.9 blocks per game. Bub Carrington at 9.6, 4 rebounds and 5. This week they got Zacc at number 4. Look like he's tied at number 1 in steals for with rookies. He is getting the minutes, as we all know. Pretty much is that game against the Knicks that even got him in the ranking. If it weren't for the Knicks game, he wouldn't be in the top 5. I mean, just point blank. Period. He wouldn't be in the top 5 right now if it wasn't for that Knicks game. And Jared McCain, reading this right now, it doesn't have that 34-point outburst last night. Mentioned here, so pretty much with that, they'll probably boost him up some. Zacc probably fall down to like 5, maybe out a little bit. Ryan Dunn has fell to 6. Ryan Dunn was higher up. I think the last one that I checked out. You got Alex Sarr coming in at 7. Sarr, in my opinion, hasn't necessarily been bad like that. I mean, it's just been some of the stuff that you already know that we knew. He kind of was bad finishing at the rim. He finished weak around the rim, but, he blocked shots. He showed flashes of getting the ball and pushing it out. Misi, New Orleans big, they got him at 8. Keyshawn George at 9. And Stephen Castle coming in at 10. So Washington got three of their rooks in the top 10 ranking here. We got Zacc, like I said, at 4. I agree with you though, Rashad. He do need to knock down his shots. That's one of the things that need to happen. But at the same time, I don't know. I feel like he need to do more because we're looking at it right now. I mean, it's 4 rebounds per game, 1.3 assists. I feel like he need to knock down his shots, but that point average is going to have to be like 6 points ahead of like the next person, I think, for Zacc to win Rookie of the Year. So he'll have to average like 15, 16 points while the next person point-wise production is at, still in the 11-point range, 11 to 12-point range. I think that's what it probably will take for him to be able to win it. I think his defense isn't necessarily paid attention to right now or considered into the fact. I think only the offense is pretty much looked at. But I think considering his defense in the mix and everything like that, Zachary has been playing pretty well. It's been playing pretty well. It's only 12 games into the season. So, I think 12 games that we already played, 10, 12, I forget. But I think he could turn it around, though. But I just wanted to try and get some of you guys' thoughts, see what you thought about Zachary thus far and his chances of making his chances for pushing for Rookie of the Year. It'll be great for the franchise to get a Rookie of the Year. I don't think we ever had one. Didn't have a number 1 pick, so that was the first time to even have that. So, again, I don't know. I'm thinking because DeAndre comes back tomorrow. So do y'all think Dre starts tomorrow, or do y'all think Zachary starts and Dre comes off the bench? Because I'm thinking with Dre coming back, that pushes Zachary back to the bench, and therefore a lot of his minutes will go down. Because right now, at the moment, I think at the writing of this article, as you can see, it says that he is first in minutes, but I think he's probably like right there, go back and forth with Bub Carrington and like Keyshawn and Alex Sarr with being third or fourth or so in minutes. So, but I think those minutes are definitely going down. He's not going to continue to get those high minutes like the Wizards rookies are getting. Let me see what you say, Rashad. I agree with you, Michael. He's definitely a slasher that can shoot. He's a slasher that can shoot and can develop into someone who can shoot. I think the thought process of thinking that he's a shooter now isn't necessarily the smartest thing. Or isn't necessarily helping as far as the perception goes. Was that because he's shooting horrible? You take away that Knicks game, he's shooting under 20% from 3. You see, he's got to pick it up or going to pick it up. He's going to pick it up. He's adjusted to the American game. So okay, you say he's going to pick it up. I think Jay here. What up, Jay?
What do you do?
What's up, man? Yeah, I agree, Michael. I think Hunter starts tomorrow, man, and those Zacc minutes begin to dwindle. What up, Jay? What's on your mind, man?
Man, I'm just here for the conversation. I'm just listening to you.
Oh, okay,
Talking
for
about
sure.
Zacc minutes going down and whatnot. I don't know if his minutes. I think he'll start tomorrow because it's Hunter's first game back.
Okay,
I don't think his minutes are gonna go down like you think.
okay, okay. I mean, he's been pretty up there, bro. Like he's been pretty high in minutes. Um, I mean, I don't know. I can't necessarily say it's a bad thing or anything like that. I just think it should be somewhat expected to an extent that it's just gonna go down some because DeAndre got to play. Um, I mean, we know it's gonna take out a lot of minutes from others, but um, yeah, knowing Quinn and how he's been kind of going with certain stuff and looking at who's kind of finished games out over Zacc as of recent or whatever, like I definitely see Dre coming back and getting all those minutes because at the same time, that well, I guess you mean as far as like what his conditioning wise, Jay, you gotta kind of get that straight because he ain't necessarily been hurt. He been out because of the child, the kids and stuff. Yeah, you on mute if you are saying something. I don't know if you are saying anything, Jay.
I said I think he got cleared Wednesday. In terms of the knee, and I think, or he got cleared Sunday for the knee, but he wasn't with the team because of the kid. But I mean, he still ain't played basketball in like 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I think
I
today
got
was
you.
his first day practicing. But yeah, I don't. I think with Zacc, they're gonna give him an opportunity to like. I think they're gonna ease Hunter back in. But I mean, the way they play Zacc, they won't come out and say it, but I think they have a minute restriction on him anyway because it seems as though once he gets around that 25-minute mark, they taper him off anyway. So
You
ideally,
think
that's about what you want to play him.
you think for Zacc they have a minute restriction?
Yeah, I definitely think that because the way they pull him in and pull him out tells like they just don't run him.
Hmm.
Like he gets around 25 minutes a night, and then once
Mm-hmm.
he hits that 25-minute mark, they tend to sit him for long stretches if he comes back into the game at all. So they won't say it, but I think his cap is around 25 to 28 minutes. I don't know why. I think the
Interesting.
front office got something to do with that one. But if you look at his minutes, like the rotations,
Mm-hmm.
when they pull him out and they don't put him back in, it really doesn't make sense. But he never seems to break. So he doesn't seem to break 30 minutes that often.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the one time that he kind of did was the Knicks game, and I mean, bro was balling. I mean, the shot was falling. So,
Yeah.
um, you know, I wish that was a little bit more consistent to be able to better judge if you know what I'm saying. That's the case. They got some kind of weird minute restriction on them, but I think I don't know, man. Quinn just values. I mean, you gotta value knocking down shots. I get it. Like I'm not gonna act like you can't. You play a bunch of people who can't shoot. But I think that sometimes have a lot to do with it. Is just the fact that Zacc ain't shooting worth the lick.
Yeah.
and,
Maybe that could
and,
be it. I don't
you
know,
know,
but he is 25 to 28 minutes seems to be
the
the cap
number.
that they play him. Yeah,
Mhm.
they won't say it, but I just feel pretty confident that them dudes,
I
especially when you
would put it
consider we've
past.
been playing with like 8, 9 guys,
Uh-huh.
it really doesn't make a lot of sense. That's the only thing. Like they have some sort of front office mandate on how often they could. Wemby was on the same thing last year though, so I mean, he's 19.
I got you. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past them to be doing that or to do that. I wouldn't put them past them. I mean, the main thing is Zacc is, he's in the conversation of things and everything like that. I don't think this rookie of the year or standout rookie, whatever. I mean, I've thought that beginning. It's pretty much gonna go like all season, basically. Like it's not gonna be, you know, the a runaway person or something like that early. Like it's because a lot of these guys really, I mean, some
No,
guys
no,
playing well, but it's a I won't say it's a struggle or make sense. I think
move this around.
overall they better and good. They're doing better than anybody I thought initially tried to play
I
them.
can't hear you, bro.
You can't hear me? Oh, hold on. But hey, what up, Kool-Aid?
What's up? What's up, man?
Take this off the screen. Let me see. All right. What up, Kool-Aid?
Ain't nothing too much, man. I just caught you, man, a little bit. I said, man, hey, man, I don't know if you heard me what was that, yesterday? Last game? You know what I said?
What's that?
I said 2 more 25s, Rookie of the Year.
Said two more.
Yeah, 2 more 25. We got a little bit to go.
I
25. We out of the last game, and he get two more 25. He one of the first rookies at that age to get 33 points. So we need 25 points. He just need to get it. He need to just not try to get it from the 3-point line right now.
I agree with that. I mean, but at the same time, you see how easy it is for him to pretty much kind of run some points up if he can knock down shots. We get his 3-point shot, up to a respectable percentage. I mean, again, you can see how quick and easy it is for him to get shots up. I mean, that was my thought process saying as far as what I thought that he could probably average, but of course, not necessarily considering him shooting this bad from 3. But yeah, if he can shoot decent from 3, I mean, we can see that, that'll easily put him at like a 17-point range, really, a game. Just really knocking down a couple threes.
Well, in actuality, you really look at his points without the threes. He doing about 12.
That's what I'm saying. On the way. Yeah. So if he was shooting like I said, a decent number from 3 or whatever, like he would be right there at like 17. Right there,
hey, I'm gonna tell you something. If he was in actuality, if he was shooting 40% from the 3-point line, say that at 1 for 9, he hit 4 or 3 of that 1-9 that he had. I think he had in that game he went 1 for 9. How many points he had? Like 10?
I can't recall a game that he went 1 for 9.
I think when he went 1 for 9, I think he had about like 10 points, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
And if he would have hit 3 of those, that would have been 19 points.
Nah, you're right. And another thing too, that's like, I guess you'll say holding him back point wise as well, kind of like taking off to an extent, is the free throws. I mean, he's leaving at least 2 to 3 points a game on the court by missing free throws. Again, he's sitting there at like what I think they got him at 11.7 right now. He's like a smidge under 12. Yeah. Making his free throws, shooting a better free throw percentage on top of it. Like I said, Zacc can easily be at 16, 17 a game with just a little bit better shooting numbers. Yeah, a little bit better shooting. He's kind of easily up there. So hopefully about around Christmas time, because Thanksgiving basically in a couple weeks. So I don't want to say about Thanksgiving. That still is kind of soon. But hopefully by Christmas time, that 3-point shot and everything started to come around. He really started to knock down them shots on the regular.
But you got to think, for a basketball player, it's just hard to think that any basketball player that's going to shoot constantly, like going to continue to shoot around 18% from the 3-point line.
Yeah.
That's something that's going to happen for a long time. Man. I just don't see that happen.
It should.
That's real low. That's floor. 18%. That's floor.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
You can't go nowhere but up from 18, man.
Our other buddy's shooting that bad from 3 too. Or whatever. I'm sorry, he's shooting up exactly 18%. I think Zacc shooting like low 20s, but we know that's only because of like that Knicks game. If it's not for that Knicks game, he'll be under 20% as well.
He'll be under 20%.
He'll be under. And that just do sound bad. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It sounds bad, like listening to that percentage. But but again, considering that percentage and then knowing how much he is scoring, it's like he can easily be at like 16 points. He can easily be at 16.
The best part about it is there's only one way to go, and that's up.
I mean, he better go up.
Ain't no one way to go. One way to go.
He didn't shoot that well his first to about mid-December too. Like Trae was sub 40% from 3, and he was sub 32, I think, from 3 his first month, and he was sub 40 from the field. And then I think it was the Timberwolves game. They played the Minnesota Timberwolves his rookie year. After that, he started getting it together. So it's an adjustment period.
Yeah, we gotta get Zacc. I believe in him getting there. I was watching the guy that kind of sparked all the Twitter stuff the other day. I don't know if you saw that, Jay. With Matt and the Dyson stuff. What's the guy name?
On Twitter, bro. Like that's the crazy. I've never had a Twitter.
Oh, you're not on Twitter?
I've never had a Twitter, so everybody leaving Twitter to go to Blue Sky. I mean, like I was never on either one. So
I don't even know what blue whatever is though. But anyway, it's this guy. I don't know. He's a I don't know what he is exactly though. But his name's Sam. I guess Sam something. But he has a channel.
MC.
He does breakdowns and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about game theory with
Yeah,
Sam
game
Smith.
theory, game theory. Yeah, so he did a breakdown the other day with like Dyson. That kind of of course that started some scrap with like Matt him hating and everything basically. But what sparked me to come on here because my bad y'all. I was watching game theory earlier and they were talking about the rookies or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And they were going over and I mean they were positive about Zacc. It was just like the shot's not falling, but everything else considered, they believe that he's exactly what the Hawks wanted. 6'10" frame. Again, he just a matter of the shots falling. They pointed out that like everything else looks perfectly fine. Like he doesn't look like he doesn't belong on the court. He's rarely out of position. He makes good defensive plays. He has the IQ. Pretty much everything. And then what really intrigued me though is to listen to them. Of course, they're not Hawks fans, but they were very high on Dyson, and they were just like, he's the perfect shooting guard, basically the perfect person to have next to Trae. And they were saying themselves is like they've become kind of like excited or intrigued at the possibilities of what we have in Zacc and JJ. Like just looking at them two together, they're like, well, this is going to be a fun team to watch. And I think like, yeah, like if and then they start talking like if you can have JJ, Dyson, and Zachary to basically shoot like 35% from three. I mean, they were speaking very high of like what it is that we possibly have to go around, Trae because of their versatility, which is we've seen a little bit. It's like, man, they're versatile, they can defend, and that's the thing right there. We can just get Zacc and like, Dyson. Dyson. I mean, shoot, everybody shoot better than Zacc, but you get them to shoot like that 35%, like we really can be cooking with something, man. As far as like these big long wings that can defend, spread the floor, that's athletic, push the ball, run. Dyson and JJ, we both know they're in a sense playmakers. Dyson came up as a point guard. We know JJ. Zacc I think is kind of underrated a little bit on his playmaking ability, um, especially in like the open court. Um, yeah, man, it's something positive and good, man, to be looking forward to. And then they ranked like those three, like shooting wise. And it's funny because both of them put Zacc number one as a shooter from Dyson and JJ, even though he's shooting the worst right now. They was like, but eventually it's like they believe that he'll be able to shoot and be a shooter and stuff. So and they really ranked JJ last in their mindset. They was like they think that it'll be Zacc, Dyson, and JJ is like for us the order of like those who are able to shoot and stuff. But I think they kind of like sleeping on JJ's shooting ability a little bit because he's improved that tremendously shooting from the outside.
Well, I think some of that on the breakdown that they go when they talk about Jalen Johnson is his advantage. I think they speak to the standpoint of like what's the swing skill, what's the advantage for these guys. So for Jalen Johnson, they know he's a terror going downhill and around the basket. He has a good touch on his mid range shot. So I think they're speaking of it on the point of like, in theory, Dyson, like if you look at some of his attempts this year, yeah, he has a spot of attempts, but he takes a healthy number off the dribble. So same with Zacc. So they're probably speaking to like who's gonna be on the perimeter more. How's the game gonna open up? I don't really know. I mean,
yeah, I mean they were literally just talking about predicting like their percentage to be able to knock down shots and their comfortability or whatever with them. I think they might be slightly sleeping on JJ's shooting ability
for sure.
and the way he's progressed.
I was looking at so this is the next big thing for the Hawks because when they paid Jalen Johnson 150, I was like, dang, that's actually a good value because I'm looking at Jalen Suggs and I'm seeing him get 150. He's probably he's in that tier of player to me with the Derek Whites of the world, that kind of 3-and-D. I mean, he's a guard size, but he's in that wing body, so he's in that same contract value as like Derek White, Trey Murphy's in that contract here, Herb Jones. What's that dude that played Jaden McDaniels? All those dudes kind of do the same thing at different sizes.
Mm-hmm.
But the sad part about it was though, of that entire tier, Dyson Daniels makes not Dyson Daniels. What's his name? Uh,
JJ.
no, the guy in Jalen Suggs. He
Okay.
now makes the most money in that player tier, which I thought 150 for him, 30 million a year was a little rich for my blood. But the sad part is the unfortunate part is that impacts the Hawks because if you're Dyson Daniels and now you make an all defensive team,
No, that's
y'all
what I was saying. Yeah. Okay, so that's where he's gonna get to. Because I was gonna ask you, I was like, yeah, y'all believe or thinking now? I was like, yeah, we're gonna have to pay
he's
Dyson.
gonna be one. He's gonna be like 180 at least.
Yeah, I'm saying he's gonna make more than JJ. Like
Yeah, he
it,
is. He is.
yeah, yeah, he's gonna
Yeah.
make more than JJ. And the thing about it, the game theory guys sound whatever. Like he got a separate video where he's like specifically kind of like touching on Dyson and stuff and breaking down his defensive film and
Yeah, I
everything.
saw that one. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he.
looked at the
I
tape.
mean, yeah, he says he acknowledges in that basically like if Dyson is like even with the offensive ability that he's shown with us thus far, which is kind of like you're not gonna act like it's just been world beating or something like that. And he dropped 28. And he still kind of had his ups and downs. He had a couple games where he was like, I think maybe barely 10 or under 10. But that with like his defense though and his impact, like that was saying, he was like, yeah, he's a 20 million a year guy. Like that's
easily.
basically gonna he's easily a 20 million a year guy. And like, yeah. So I agree with you, Jay. Like it's possible that Dyson is gonna command and we're gonna probably might have to pay him more than we even paying JJ right now, which is probably even greater that we got JJ for the price we did.
Oh, definitely.
Like, that helps. That helps.
I mean, look, for a franchise that doesn't like to pay people, like I mean, they get I'll credit the Hawks. They definitely get these contracts done earlier before these guys cost them even more. But Dyson costs a lot, man.
Hey, but you
Go
gotta
ahead.
say Landry said that they don't have no problem paying.
That what he said.
That's what he said.
That's
He
what
said they just ain't gonna pay. They ain't paying for just anything.
They have guys. So I guess when I look at it, right, I think they have a lot of guys that got second contracts that are actually good value. Like Hunter, for example. Like fans hate Hunter. I get it, but it's like, bro, the drop off between him and OG Anunoby is not great. And OG makes like $40 million a year. Hunter makes 20. It's not a bad contract. It's just not what you thought he was gonna. You take the draft position out of Hunter, it's like he's a serviceable wing player that gets paid decent money. Bench player, maybe above that money to start for you. So
Yeah.
another one of those contracts that the Hawks have. Yeka's contract is good. Jalen Johnson's contract is good.
But them folks went big on Double O though. The game theory people. They weren't big on him at all.
I'm not that high on O right now because man,
My boy.
argued me down. He argued me down, but I said I don't really think that at this point Yeka is better than Larry Nance. They seem to be the same. Like the gap between them is the same. One dude's
Hey, man, my bad,
Jay.
My fault, Jay, man. We gotta shout out the boy YQ. What up, man?
Hey, man. What's up, Mike?
What up, bro? So I ain't seen you in a minute, man.
Oh, yeah. I jumped on anything. I be working all the time, man. I be trying to get up here.
Nah, I understand, man. I understand. Shoot, but what's your thoughts about the Hawks so far in the rookie, man? We ain't heard from you.
Shoot, all them boys they've been doing all right. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't like Dyson at first. I was like, man, we gave up Murray for this nigga, but he's great though. He's great though.
Yeah, he's surprising everybody, man. Everybody who actually non-biased at least.
Hey.
Yeah. He can come to the table.
Let me say that. And when I told y'all the trade, what they were finna do with Dyson, man, you know how y'all do Kool-Aid when he started talking about them names like that. They were like, hey, Kool-Aid, you crazy, Kool-Aid. Ain't nobody getting no Dyson DJ trade. Nah. I'm like, man, I'm telling y'all what finna happen, bro. Dyson finna come over here with the other boys. And then you know how the mud went off on the Dyson did 5 points. I'm like, all right. I said, I've been watching my boy. Y'all always go off on me when I be talking about these guys. But I'll tell you, when I be seeing that little diamond a little bit shimmering, I be seeing some of that little silver, a little gold here, a little diamond here, a little diamond dust over here. Y'all don't be seeing it. But I be like, hey, watch and see what I tell you. You see what Dyson done came and done, man.
Oh yeah, he's straight though.
He ain't showed you all of it yet.
What up,
He ain't showed you all of it yet.
How you like the hoodie, man? Hey, man.
Oh, I like that one. Yeah, that hard right there. That's
official.
I
mean. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's official though. I think I saw that. So yeah, that's one of the official Hawks joints right there. You ain't just where you get that from?
Yeah. That's a little song. That's a little song.
What? Hey, the arena.
Nah, I got it. It was a store over there by the Phillips. You know, I worked there by the aquarium, so I'm right there.
Okay, so you down there? Yeah, okay, I got you. Yeah, I like that.
But
I think I seen that before online.
Okay. What I about to say? Why they keep talking about Trae, man?
Oh, they're gonna be doing that for a long time, man.
They're gonna talk about trading Trae until Trae is gone.
They do that for 2 reasons.
Yeah, man.
Why? Teams that want Trae. Cause I saw I was reading a Trae thing came up.
You know,
my wife showed it to me, and then when I read through it, it got to the point and said, "Oh, this is not a true fact. This is hypothetical."
Right.
And they just keep bringing up these hypothetical trades with Trae Young and going to other teams. That's what you know, talking about trade and Trae sometimes get clicks. Every time something comes about Trae being Trae, they get clicks.
Trae not going anywhere.
And that's the deal.
Trae not going anywhere. Like I said,
I'm like shooting with Trae, Dyson, got that JJ, and Zacc. Shoot, we just need like one more P, and we'll be decent. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I was referring to the channel that I was watching earlier. That's all they was talking about. They were like, man, we just need that rim running, oop catching big, and they were like, man, they like what the Hawks basically got. Like we need to get. Basically, they're saying we need Clint from 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know that adds up, but basically, like we need Clint from the ECF run. Clint ain't been that Clint since or whatever. He's been on the decline since, but that type of center and that Clint or whatever, we got that specific time. We need that again. And I know they brought up, they was like, man, they wish they would have got Messi in the trade too to come with Dyson. I was like, yeah, that probably would have been good looking at Messi now over in New Orleans. I think that's their rookie big or something like that though. But
yeah.
But yeah, so it's like, yeah, bro. Like that's really all we need, man. Really, as to fill out the new young core to kind of run with, you know what I'm saying? Because yeah, man, I know some it ain't no some. It's only one person that's just hell bent on double O starting, bro. But I think everybody else is cool with like double O not being a starter or possibly getting somebody better in here. Like I don't think anybody's sold on double O. I think he's a good.
Some game he be double O. Some game he be double no. I'm like,
the thing is, I'm gonna tell you the problem with double O. Like I said, this is the problem with double O. He too small, and you cannot put double O game is always better when he playing. Like you saw the game he had when Nats was on the floor with him. And I remember a game when JJ played with him, and we played sort of big when they had Bay and JJ and him on the floor together. Those 3 guys on the floor together, he had a better game because you had forwards, 2 power forwards around him. And so he had a better game. When he got to be the biggest on the floor, he can't do that. He's not a center that you can do that with. And now you put, like I said, when that last game where you had Larry Nance and JJ and he was playing in the middle and playing with those 2 guys, his game was a whole lot better. I just don't think if you're gonna look at him as being your center, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. And anybody who try to do that is not gonna win with double O.
You know what center we had would have looked at all right with them? Desmond.
What up, man?
Yeah,
He old,
Desmond.
though,
You
bro.
talking about bring Desmond back? Yeah, Desmond.
When he was,
Bring big Desmond back. Crazy
He
Desmond.
old though, man. He old, man. But
Yeah,
Trae old
Yeah,
now.
he old.
Everybody basically that we getting now, bro, is younger than Trae or his age. What up, Mary?
What's going on? In terms of talking about double O, and I think that we need to re-examine the game from last night or the other night, is that the Celtics are a small team. With Queta on the bench, they got Al Horford out there, and we all know from experience Al Horford ain't never been a rebounding center.
He was at the 3-point line on that game-winning play.
Yeah,
But yeah, man.
Yeah. And that's the thing about having Al Horford is that he's going to get you points in the 5-out system at the 3-point line, but he's not going to get you a whole lot of rebounds. That's part of the reason why a lot of people didn't like him when he was with us in Atlanta, is because he show up and he get that stat line and come in with 3 rebounds, and we need more. And if Millsap wasn't getting you 10, then we were getting out rebounded every game. Well,
Tell me
when
about it.
we had Big O, Clint, and Nance out there, well, basically Big O and Clint, they were snatching rebounds against Boston the other night, and that's our advantage against them. However, when we play Chicago, and they can put their center out there, when we play, Lord knows, when we play Cleveland, and they got their center out there, we got to face some bigger bigs. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if Double O is up to the task for the bigger bigs. He's up to the task with the non-rebounding centers, but when we have to play those bigger bigs, it might be game over for Double O, because he's not a strong rebounding center either. So yeah, you're right. In our system, the one thing that we lack is that center. And I don't know if we need a rim runner center. I've been calling for DeAndre Ayton. That's a guy who I believe can pick and pop and can rebound. But his defense is suspect. So,
I would say what's funny about that though, Marion, is that like I keep referring to the Game Theory channel or whatever. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but the guy or whatever, he was, I came across him from him breaking down Dyson and stuff, and what prompted this show is because I was watching him and a couple others that was kind of going over the rookies so far and ranking them and such. They didn't quite rank them on his show. They just kind of talked about them, and they talked about Zachary. They were pleased with him and stuff like that. They, just saying his shot need to fall. And they were talking about the Hawks overall. And then they they mentioned that, like, man, we just need that, because they love the what Zacc and JJ can bring, basically, looking at that tandem. And also with Dyson. They love Dyson. They think he's perfect next to Trae. All of them big. They saying they see what the Hawks are doing. They love the fact that they get these big guys who can, but they was like, but the thing is, Trae needs shooters, though. They got to get in the middle, toss it around with shooters. They think that those guys can elevate their shooting. They think Zacc become a shooter. I don't know if you heard me earlier, so I'm just running through it real quick. But they got to the center part, and they both was like, they didn't believe in Double O like that. They weren't big on him or whatever. They was like, he's too small necessarily or whatever. A lot of things that we kind of say or whatever. And I'm just like, boy, Matt would hate this. And then they were like, man, they said themselves, and it's funny that A-Town said this, A-Town Hawks in the chat said about Robert Williams, but they mentioned themselves. They were like, man, the Hawks should try and get Robert Williams. There was like the only problem is that he can't stay healthy though. Yeah, one guy he was like he might take a swing at it with like a later draft pick. He wouldn't give up a first for him, but like a later pick, he might try and do it and just take that swing at him. But they were like Robert Williams would be good, And then also too, they kind of shot me, but they said too, they was like no to Ayton. They both was like against Ayton, and I just laughed at that because I'm like, dang, I know DeMond want him. I know you just mentioned him, and I was just like, they both like no to Ayton. And then they were like, and what also shocked me though, they said that this coming draft is not very good for centers.
Not at all.
Yeah, I haven't seen many centers. I think the Hawks, they're going to give us.
Who is Roscoe when he coming out?
But I like Rocco, though. I was like, dang, man. They did some
Rocco look like a beast, man. Rocco look like a beast.
Rocco young, too, though. I thought this year was going to be, we're going to have some center options. Man.
If we want a center and we're going to pay up some draft picks, I'd rather them spend the draft capital to go get Nick Claxton.
Let me tell you. Now, see, I know y'all gonna laugh at me. I know y'all gonna laugh
might not
at me.
like Nick Claxton.
Check this out.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Y'all ready for a laugh?
Don't do it.
Y'all
Don't
ready
do
for a
it.
laugh? A little
No
my
to Frank
little my
Commission.
diamond dust. A little my diamond dust. Let me just tell you my
Miles
story on
Norris,
this.
no.
No Eddie Tavares. Okay,
No,
we
I
named
ain't
the
been
three.
talking about no
No,
Eddie. I ain't been talking about Eddie Tavares.
that's your favorite.
Let me just tell you my little story. Why I'm heading toward this conversation. I was at the draft party when they were drafting Cam, that class right there. And in that class, I was like saying, like, dang, they got a chance to get Hunter. They got a chance to get Cam. And guess who's supposed to be in the top 5? And they dropped all the way to like 30, 36, 38. And he was 7'2", stretch, big. He's supposed to win first round, top 5. But he hurt his foot playing for Oregon and broke it. Bobo. In Oregon, Bobo played as a 7'2" post center. And he hurt his foot. And can you imagine, instead of taking Bruno, they had a chance to get Hunter, Cam, and Bobo. And they passed up on Bobo to get Bruno. Bruno ain't nothing but like, what, 6'9", 6'10"?
Yeah, but Bruno's had a better NBA career than Bobo.
Yeah.
No, he haven't, because he's been sitting on the bench.
Well, but Bobo ain't even playing.
No. When Bobo came, he was drafted by the Nuggets.
He said no.
He didn't play his first year. And then once he played a little bit with the Nuggets, and they did him wrong over there with the Nuggets. They had that man do his first year off the bench once he started playing.
So
they put that man out there to stand in the corner and then defend Kevin Durant. Every time they played against Kevin Durant, they put him out there, and he's not that player. He's a center.
we got to play
Shaq,
who he play for with Kool-Aid and ask him what team is Bobo on right now.
Who he
what team is Bobo on right now? He with the Suns.
How many
And
minutes
you know what the Suns fans do? They be asking for him. And he had a really good game. He looked really good with Orlando. But I'm just telling you right now, if we get that guy and then get that guy and stick him in the block where he can play, he got defense. He'll stretch. He'll be a very good guy. Whether he start or he come off the bench behind another, he'll be a good second center coming off the bench behind another guy.
We gotta find a potential starter though, man. I mean, I'm not against.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be against Bobo, but they say obviously Bobo. I don't know, bro. He ain't got the work ethic or something like that, man. It's something not right about Bobo, man. Because the skill and stuff is there.
This is what I see about Bobo. The problem.
I don't think you can fix that, bro. I think that's a Cam situation. Cam should have worked out, but it just did. I think Bobo like that. It just did.
No, the thing with Bobo is that everywhere he goes, when he was over there with Denver, he playing behind Jokic, and he playing behind Green.
But man,
he wasn't taking no time before the veteran Green, and then when it comes time to try to spend the money, when it comes to time to spend the money, when it came to time,
he's not part of rotations though, Kool-Aid. That's what's like so alarming to me, that he's not even part of rotations. I ain't necessarily talking about starting or getting heavy minutes. But he ain't even getting Larry Nance type sprinkled in stuff, bro.
Shaq said Bobo is lazy.
Yeah. Hey, here's a thought.
But your boy said about Khalil Ware.
Hold on, Kool-Aid. Let me get my spiel on Aiden, and then I want to hear from Jay for a second.
All right.
The thing I like about Aiden, he definitely has the offense. He can shoot from inside or outside. He got post moves. He's he can be a pick and roll, pick and pop center. He has a decent motor, and he was part of a championship team and a championship quality team. He helped take the Suns to the finals. They didn't have much. They didn't have as much as they got now when they had Aiden. Now here's my question for Jay. Jay, what do you say? Because I am interested. What do you say about Nick Claxton?
I just think Nick Claxton fits the mold. He's young, he's athletic. He's that rim runner. He has good ball skills at how he sees the game. Very good rim protector. Good rebounder. Him and KD, when they were in Brooklyn, were one of the best defensive front courts, and they gave up a lot of weight size. And then the other part is he get to play the pick and roll with Trae Young. I mean, I think he's available. I like the contract. The $100 million for 5 years isn't. I mean, what is that? It's less than 25 million a year. I just think he fits. He fits our timeline. I think Trae Young can make him look really nice when he gets around. Because my thing is, like, I always just wanted. My only thing about Clint Capella isn't necessarily the athleticism. It's just I want a better finishing version of him. If they could just get a better finishing version of Clint Capella around, and Clint's finished really well this season, but
He
like
actually
I think that marginal improvement will make a world of a difference. But I'm out on Aiden because I don't like the attitude. I don't like what comes out when he talks. I don't like how he carries himself. I mean, you mentioned the team thing about with Phoenix, but he also was a part of creating a bad locker room, getting into a coach. Maybe it might have been more a coach, but
Yeah.
I don't. He goes to Portland, and his coach, who was the coach, Monty Williams or whatever. He gets ran out of Detroit in a year. But I mean, the same things that they said were an issue with him in the locker room in Phoenix are also an issue for him in the locker room in Portland. So maybe they both were a problem. And I think the chemistry of our team is good. I don't want to bring a guy like that in.
I don't disagree with you there. I think that I'm intrigued with Nick Claxton. One of the things is I'm intrigued with him because of his mainly because of his salary. I like the salary point a lot better than Aiden's. Aiden is a walking double double though. Let's be honest about it. He's gonna get you a double double. And I think the one thing that we miss is that we need a big man who, when all of our shooting is not working, we can throw the ball in and get a bucket. I think that's one of the main things that we need in our offense, because we will have bad shooting days. We will have some bad shooting nights. There'll be nights when the shooting goes cold. But if you got a big man that you can throw the ball down to, who can get you a bucket, that makes a big difference. The other thing about Clint, we were talking about Clint, and this has always been my thought about Clint. My thought about Clint is that he's JJ's extension. And what I mean by that is we're gonna keep Clint until he's out. But I'm not gonna say that we're not gonna repick Clint up.
No, I think they could at a lower number.
Yeah, I think we'll get Clint probably at a lower number in a retirement type deal, because he fits so many other things. So he'll be our backup to whoever we bring in. But I don't see a future for Big O, because Double O he's a tweener. He's a classic tweener. He's not good enough to be a power forward, and he's not big enough to be a true center. And that's the problem. He don't have a post game. He don't rebound well. But he can catch a lob. He can finish around the goal. But that's the problem with him. And that 3-point shot is not good enough. He don't shoot it. He don't shoot it. His mechanics are slow, and he don't shoot enough of them.
Double O need to go to like the camp of Trillsap. That's my nickname for him. But that's what he need to do. He need to watch Paul Millsap, man. He need to watch a bunch of Millsap, man.
Oh yeah, that boy Millsap.
If he could, man, shoot, but if he could be that or something like that, that would be amazing. But I doubt he could do that. But I don't know why he don't work on his I guess it's just that new age crowd. He don't work on his post, but you always gonna catch yourself in that type of movement and moment. I feel like he ain't got to be ISO post or whatever, but I feel like he don't work on nothing. He's a straight up movement guy. Like, just fill the gap. You know what I'm saying? Follow up some shot. He can't knock down threes like that yet though, but that's what I guess he's trying to do. I feel like he'll help himself more working on his game a little bit. Being able to just do a little bit more. So you ain't just got to pass the ball up. It comes to you, okay, then I can kind of jab right, go left. Okay, you react to that. Now I can spin back middle, just little moves like that. You feel me? And have your little jump hook off of that. It's just, Double O, he got to start helping himself too or whatever, because he can't be, because I feel you, Mary. Like, I say the same thing. Like, The reason why I be trying to tell Matt, the reason why he's not a 4 is because he sucked offensively in a sense. Like he can't be a 4. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just really what it is. Like size wise and everything, he's a 4.
Yeah.
It's just simple as that.
Skill
He just don't have the ability to be that. So therefore, he plays center all the time or whatever. He's a small center or whatever. And then they try and say, "Oh, he played center at high school and college and this and that." I'm like, you know how many, historically speaking, you know how many times players been a position in college and then they have to play downward or whatever. Usually, centers in college are 4s and in the pros. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. And then you got like what small 4s that would be really a shooting guard or whatever, or a 4 in college really be a small forward in the NBA. They not a 4 in the NBA. They really like what I'm saying, a small forward. They have to get moved out to that way. Because yeah, they really like 6'8", 6'6" or something like that, or 6'6" playing power forward in college. Like you ain't no power forward in the NBA. You about to be a small forward.
Daddy Ball messed him up. Daddy Ball is the one that started him off at that center because he had all of his sons playing guards and forwards.
He ain't playing with them boys. You ain't got to develop nothing besides just run the flow. Just run the flow, man. Play defense.
And then he chose the wrong school. He went to USC. They would have never made him a 4 because they had your boy from Cleveland.
Man,
Hey, guys, can I say something?
I thought he came late. Okay, go ahead. What cool?
Yeah, he came.
Hey, I'm finna tell you what most likely will happen. Just like I told you about the DJ trade. I told y'all. Listen, what I'm telling you. They shot Clint Capella. They shot Hunter. Clint Capella showed no value. You remember when I said earlier before the trade went through with Dyson Daniels with DJ them? It happened. I told you it was gonna happen. Now this is the deal. They didn't get the Clint Capella deal to go through along over there because of the way it went down with BI. Okay, now they playing around now with Aiden. I told you they shot Clint Capella and Hunter with Portland to try to get Aiden. Because if they would have did the deal the way they were going to do it in some kind of trade, it was going to save the Atlanta Hawks $1 million. Okay? Now, since they've done the trade, now they are looking at, now listen to what I'm going to tell you now. You know who Trae was friends with? See, at some point in time, Trae going to play with another one of his boys. And DeAndre Ayton is one of his boys.
He is?
Yeah, he is. When they was in the McDonald camp, they became boys.
I disagree.
I don't know. I didn't know that.
I'm just telling you what I'm watching, being shocked, and what's about to be going down.
Well, it is though, Kool-Aid. A couple of years ago, before he left Phoenix offered DeAndre Ayton to us for Clint Capella, and Trae was the one that said, "Don't trade Clint."
Well, he didn't want to trade Clint then. He didn't want to trade Clint then because where Clint was at and what they were trying to do, they had already started clicking. But it's finna change now because Clint's contract is finna come up. And I'm telling you, they already done shot Clint.
What you think about that, Kool-Aid? Because I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. I ain't really on the Aiden thing though. But what you think about that though? On the
about
screen?
What?
On the screen? What are you asking? What Froston asking? The Squirtle picture.
Oh yeah, Jabari available.
Oh, Jarabi, with Smith?
Jabari,
the hometown kid. The hometown
kid.
I'm out.
No.
Jay, you don't like Jabari?
No. Any power forward, small forward. I think we have that. I think.
No. We got to get that piece. Like I said, Atlanta fans got to get that defense in. We got to get that center. And I'm saying that DeAndre Ayton is one of the centers that we are at on making these changes. What we've been making, because Clint Capella, Hunter, and Bogey is fin to be in the process of being moved. And I'm telling you, they're gonna replace him now. They like that boy Barlow. They like Barlow. I ain't thinking the way I want to think. I'm thinking the way the organization is thinking.
Barlow not a center though.
He's
I
six.
mean,
They got him as a center from San Antonio. He's 6'10".
I rock with him now. He like 6'9" or whatever, man. He basically JJ.
He's the
But
same. He has the same dimensions, like the same measurables as
but
Capella.
It's
but
JJ.
but
He's
I'm just
he
but
mixed with
my point.
JJ.
I'm saying he played center in
They
San
did
Antonio.
JJ like that, right? Then y'all told me JJ played center in College Park.
But no, but JJ didn't play
He
center in
played a
college.
big.
So he played power
But
forward. He didn't play center.
In terms of his
JJ
measurables, he's the
played
same
power
as
forward.
Claxton.
He played power forward. He played the same place. He was playing like Collins, the power forward spot.
What
Down
about
there. They were grooming him to be like
what about
to
the
replace
College Park
Collins.
center they got now?
Huh?
What about the center that's in College Park now? I
That's
can't call his
Barlow.
name. I think it's Tony.
Barlow is down there now.
That's Barlow.
No, it was another one.
Yeah, the other guy, they don't like him. And then they went and pulled some other guy that they had looked at. They looked at some other guy, but nah, they don't
This
like
guy,
him.
he put up 27 the other night.
I know Barlow put up about 27.
Yeah, you might be talking about Barlow.
You talking about Barlow?
No.
That was Barlow put up 27.
There's just not a lot of good bigs in the NBA right now.
So yeah, because all the good decent bigs,
young one that can play
all the good decent bigs
bro.
is taken.
No, I was talking about Tony Bradley.
Oh, that's
you talking Bradley. Yeah, that's the one they had just pulled.
He older though. He played in Utah for Quinn.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
What about marketing?
Oh, we got traded or something for marketing.
They ain't trying
marketing.
Now they ain't trying to get marketing, man. I'm just telling y'all what I'm looking at from the organization.
Frosty.
You try to make a trade with marketing with Danny Ainge, boy, you're gonna give up half the team.
Yeah, I'm just telling you right now. And there is a possibility that they would trade Clint Capella and Larry Nance to get Aiden. I'm just looking at the trade potential now. I'm looking at it.
I would love for them to go out and get a guy like Walker Kessler. I mean, that's
yeah.
Walker Kessler is a Frankenstein.
That's another hometown kid though. So
yeah, he's a hometown kid, but he's a Frankenstein.
What does that mean for it? I mean, what does that mean?
What I mean is that he moves a little too slow, and his game is on the inside. It's only a blocking game. I mean, you play him as for blocking and for defense.
Yeah,
but that's all you're asking. That's all we need.
No, but you need a little bit more. You need a little bit more movement.
He can move.
But you're not gonna throw the ball in him. He's not gonna be one of those guys. Now I watched Kessler too. Now I ain't saying what he did in high school and stuff like that. But as for what I've been seeing him playing with Utah, he's only and then throw it back out, and he ain't gonna most likely create his shot.
But we're not creation.
Get the rebound.
We don't necessarily
that's
need that
Frankenstein.
We're not. I'm not looking for a creator for a center.
You need a creator. You need a scoring centers. When everything break down, you need a center where you can throw it over to him and he can get 25 points on his arm.
You know who would be the perfect kind of archetype that I think the Hawks need at the center position? They damn near need to go and try to find who's the next coming of Al Horford out there and put him out.
What about
Ware? No, Horford, bro. You better find somebody else.
I'm saying Al Horford now is too old, but man, if we had a prime Al Horford with this group, I think it would work.
We had a prime Al Horford. We were complaining.
Yeah, I mean,
rebounds.
I don't know, man. I start really.
Never know what you.
I found out. Nah, bro. All right, here we go, man. It was a point in time I start rocking with Horford, bro. And this is why I call him that, bro. Because when you look back at it, every time the team back in the day really got into it, Horford was never around or he be trying to play peace. And also, too, I remember a time Amari Stoudemire straight punked him. And Amari had said something I forgot. I'm trying to remember in the post game. He basically saying, like, in a nutshell, bro, know what's up. He ain't like that, whatever. And I'm just like, man, nah, bro. I don't know, man. And then all the other stuff, he add into all the Keith Brookin type comments and all that, everything, man. I don't rock with Horford, bro. I don't need
the second time I was through with him.
Yeah, bro, man.
How you tell your pick twice?
Man, and he was a fake beast outside. That's why I ain't rock with
the
him,
thing
bro.
is that
Like he used to be on the court doing all that extra flexing and tough guy talking and stuff like that. But he was a hoe, bro. Like Jeff T, Josh Smith, everybody else would be ready for anything, man. But he be, yeah, pay attention. I remember when Marvin Williams got swinging with the Knicks.
Cause see, when he came out of college, he had your boy
fight
playing
against
with
the
him. They
Knicks,
won
man.
him back
Pull
to
that up
back.
on YouTube and
You see
locate
what I'm
Al
saying?
Horford. Locate
I
Al
remember when he dropped
Locate
that
Al
elbow
Horford when that time when y'all remember when Josh Smith and Jeff Teague was getting to, I think with the Bulls, it was the playoffs or whatever, and we was, Jeff Teague and Josh Smith, I think, had a little moment or whatever. Go locate Horford, bro. Man, I can remember all these different times, man. I'm just saying, man. Locate, bro. Go find what he
So do you want this player to be an enforcer or like what? Like,
yeah, bro, you got to as well, bro. If it's your center, that comes with it. I'm sorry, bro. That comes with it. That's part of the job as a center.
I feel that.
This the man right here.
I mean, that's how I'm.
Y'all
That's how
know who
my
that
team
is.
know me. He part of it. That's part of the job, bro.
Who that is,
Y'all
Kool-Aid?
know who that is.
Championship, but
I
I
don't
You
look
know
like
who
that.
that is.
That's you, Kool-Aid. That's a young
That's
you.
me, Jaja Peculiar, man.
Oh,
That's the
Oh,
man
hell
right
no.
there.
You
That's the enforcer. He went over there and helped
real
Golden
talk,
State
though,
to
I'll
win
tell you
that
Zaza.
basketball
Now,
game
Zaza I
when
rock with.
he took Kawhi Leonard out. This the
Shoot.
man who changed the rule on putting on the 3-point shot.
If we can get a Zaza who can jump, that'd be great.
But
Zaza got
this
a
guy
ring.
right here, this guy helped Golden State win a
Yeah,
championship.
hey man, say
Hey.
Zaza was ready. Everybody definitely know that, man.
Hey,
Zaza
I remember the
strong,
fight
too.
with.
He
I
just
remember
can't
the
jump.
fight like day, man, like daylight when he went up against the Celtics and headbutted my man. Boom! That's my man right there, boy.
I mean, maybe
Hey,
Nick Claxton. I
He
ain't like Nick
was like,
Claxton
nothing
move, man, but at least he'll foul somebody, I guess. Jay, you bringing up Nick
What?
Claxton? I ain't like him doing it against us though. But
Why Zaza looked like Rocky?
Hey, cause that's what he was. He was a
like
Rocky.
Hannibal Motor.
Hey,
Talk like Rocky, move like Rocky.
Said nothing
That's
easy.
Hannibal Motor.
Adrian.
Yeah. Hey, you know what, man? Boy, I tell you, Curry sure love running off his pick. And boy, when they run off his pick, man, he be breaking reels, boy.
that's another good thing too. That's another attribute
right,
that we gotta have in our center, man. Got to be able to set solid screens. We gotta have.
Let me ask you, Mike. Here's a question.
Good screener.
That's why I like
Anybody,
Nick
do you
Claxton.
think that Miami will give up Khalil Ware for one of our picks?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Would I like that? Yeah, but I don't know if they'll do that, bro.
Any rookie, any guy under 4 years in the league, I can guarantee you they're not available.
They're not available. I feel you. I can understand that. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I mean, but at the same time, Dyson was what? This Dyson what year? Third year?
Third year.
Yeah, New Orleans gave up one quick though. Maybe we can finesse somebody else.
No, they gave up on him because they won DeJounte Murray. That's a difference.
Hey, believe what I tell you, man. Get y'all heart ready for
we ain't got nothing nobody want. Oh, no.
Listen what I'm telling you. Get your heart ready for DeAndre
that was
Ayton,
move they had to make. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
next year, DeAndre Ayton will be our Hawk. Listen what I'm telling you.
Ayton, bro.
Next year, I understand whether you like it
How
or
we
not.
gonna get Ayton, Kool-Aid?
Listen what I'm telling you. Next year, DeAndre Ayton will be a Hawk. They will make a deal with the Portland Trailblazers. They will be dumping him. Next year, they got Klingon and Williams over there already. Believe what I'm telling you. They will be dumping him, and DeAndre Ayton will be a Hawk.
Oh, they're gonna give him away.
I'm just telling you what it looking like.
I'm trying to tell you, they're gonna give away DeAndre Ayton this season for free. I mean, they want to go to Klingon.
I'm just telling you. I'm telling you.
Hey, I seen Klingon last night. I said, yeah, he should be playing 30-something minutes a night.
Man, Klingon. I'm scared Klingon might be a beast. I told y'all, man. I told people that. I wanted Zacc and Klingon. I said Zacc and Klingon, but y'all kept talking about, nah, you don't spend number one on Klingon. I was like, well, who cares? If you want him and you think he's good and y'all talk about everybody about the same, you take him number one. Who cares? But anyway, I like Zacc. Y'all know I rock with Zacc. I just rock with both of them. Huh? What's up, Jason?
I said I was looking at Klingon's tape today. And the guy is gonna be so wild because he can't bring the ball up like him. Because dude, I'm about to tell you who he's most like. He has a good chance of being the next one of
like Klingon.
Bring it up and do it. But in the half court, like when he starts finishing around the basket and they give him the ball and they let him pass, man, like that, he's on that Jokic arc. I don't think people understand that.
Who, Clingan?
Clingan can do it. He
Oh
can do it.
nah, hey man, I wouldn't even be.
He won't be the
I
same.
won't
Like
trip,
he won't be
but
able
I
to bring the
remember.
ball up and be a
I
point
do
guard.
remember both of us like trying to explain stuff or whatever. I'm just telling, I'm like, bro, like I don't think y'all understand. Like, yeah, I don't know. I like the young man look like he got some game. I don't know. People was just tripping, man.
He
But
has
even
bias
with the
towards-
disrespect, like the disrespect towards Clingan was like, I don't want another Clint Capella or something. I was like, well, a young 7'2", whatever you call Clint is not
7'2",
bad though.
285-pound man. Who
That's still
finishes
not
well
bad.
around
If
the
you're telling me
basket,
that's the
blocks
worst case
everything.
scenario, I'm like, well, that's not necessarily bad.
Like,
You know what I'm saying?
and then-
Like y'all say it like.
And my favorite line was people were saying, well, I don't know how much of it is clean, is reading the game and capacity versus the scheme. It doesn't matter. The fact
Yeah.
that he's able to identify cutters and is good enough to make the pass.
Yeah,
it
he
doesn't
can make
matter.
that pass from the top
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Yeah, we try to point that crap out too. And I always say with any
The fact
big,
he can do it is
if a
like-
slow big with the slow big, if you're not gonna lead the break, all you basically need to develop is that trailing three. Just be able to do that a little bit, and then
Well, here's the question.
You can be
Here's
on
the
the court.
question. You redrafting the 2024 draft. Who the Hawks picking number 1?
man, this draft man, we
Still
can do
take
that,
that.
man, don't do me like that, bro. We only played like
Man,
10
again, I
games.
didn't hear you.
I think they would at this point in the year.
Zacc,
I think they would still pick Zacc.
They still take Zacc, man, because of
Zacc
what
has an upside to his game
Yeah.
that is that's enticing, right? Where
the key with Zacc. My fault, Jake. Go ahead, Fit. I don't mean to start. I just okay. The key with Zacc, and I keep having to point that with me, guys, is the fact that he's 6'10". That's why I kept being so giddy once we actually started. So I'm like, no, he's actually tall as crap. So that's the only thing there, or whatever. It's like he, you know what I'm saying? Like he still gives an extreme height advantage at his position and extreme versatility where it's like this young man can play the shooting guard.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, was he at the 2 when he played well against the Knicks? Was he at the 2?
Three. He was playing 3.
Okay, all right. But anyway, though, but he could, like I said, though, he that versatility doing it and the 6'10", be able to defend. It's just like, man, that's and 19, he still projects to be able to be like a very, very, very good player, man. The same that I feel about Clingan, though. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. It was either or with me. So
both of them are rare to find. It's rare to find a 6'10" guy with the ball skills of Zaccharie Risacher, but it's even more rare to find a 285-pound. And that's the thing. Clingan can probably get bigger and stronger and be faster.
But that's the same thing with Zacc, though. Zacc might get taller. He might get taller himself.
Zacc might be 7 foot when it's all said and done. But like, both
that
of
would be
them,
crazy.
thought my 2 picks. I thought, I got on. That was my first take. I said if I was drafting number 1, I would say Clingan because I like his fit on the team.
Yeah,
but I also don't know how good he becomes if you don't have a Trae Young on the team.
But they both was a position of need because you hear us still talking about we need a center, and if we went center, I believe we still probably would be thinking about, you know what I'm saying?
But we have a wing defense,
a 3, 4, and all
wing
that.
defense.
Y'all see that highlight where Barlow slammed on Clint?
On Clint
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, I didn't see that. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. He slammed on Clint.
When was that, in practice or
When
something?
he was playing with San Antonio before the year before before they got Wemby.
Oh, okay. Nah, I don't remember that or seen that.
Okay, that's what I'm looking at. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you that sprinkle dust, man. When they get real, I'm telling you, between Barlow, I'm telling you what the moves is, man. I'm telling you what the Atlanta Hawks gonna do.
Wemby last night.
Huh?
I said Wemby put down 50 last night. That's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, bro. I don't know, man.
Wemby put down 50.
Wemby went at his boys though, because you know he played against Sar and Bilal.
Man, he was a little boring, Sar.
The two French, you know what I'm saying? The two French
little boy Sar.
Play that game.
He might try and drop 50 on Zacc when we play then. Zacc don't really guard him, but he on the court. He gonna be on another team. He gonna try a ball against us too then. Because I thought about that. As soon as I saw he was hooping and stuff like that, I was like, oh yeah, he going that Sar and blah. I wonder if he made sure he wanted to go off against his countrymen.
Well, I was wondering if he finally flipped the switch on his offense. Even though he got 8 3-pointers, I think that his inside game was looking pretty good too.
Hey, man.
Yeah. I mean, you just expect a guy like that eventually to come around.
Yeah.
Especially when you got him playing with CP and Barnes. Barnes come from Golden State, won 2 championships with him. He was one of the young boys that came up with Golden State. And then you got CP. He can't do nothing but come up over there.
You know, CP is in his ear every day in practice talking about, man, you can dominate in this league. You can dominate. And it's the truth. It's the truth. He's the biggest player in the league, and he's one of the most skilled big men in the league.
Yeah,
my thing though is I don't know how he's gonna fare when he goes up against like the Nikola Jokic's of the world.
Yeah, Jokic is the truth. I don't know.
He just gotta use
that's why
his
I was high
advantage.
on clean because I was watching his game. I'm like, dude, like I see the raw ability on offense, and if he refines it, he can have a very similar impact based on the fact that it's not gonna be like, man, Mike talks about this all the time. It's NBA size. Yeah. And it's not that many guys that can move like he moves at 7'2", 285 pounds. He's always going to be a mismatch. Yeah. Like he's literally body back. And then the other part on defense, people made such a thing about his mobility, but I'm like, the little things that stand out to me is his hand placement. Like he just knows how to put his hand, like where to position his hand. So like guys really can't get shots off or they can't get the passing lane. So when he gets like last night, he had 8 blocks. And that's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. He uses his hands to bait you into going up over. Like he make you think that he's not there, and he slams it away.
You know, can I tell y'all something? You know who was the most dangerous defensive player back in the day? You know what the name was? He was shorter than Spudwell.
Muggsy Bogues.
Muggsy Bogues. You know why Muggsy Bogues was so good? Because you couldn't put the ball on the floor.
We don't need no.
I'm saying that for a reason. Hey, Dyson Daniels. I saw a video today. The dude called Dyson Daniels the vacuum. Yo, boy, out there around the. And let me tell you, when we play San Antonio on December the 19th, your boy is not gonna be able to put the ball on the floor. Not around the vacuum. Not around the clamp.
Yeah, Dyson probably would.
If he put the ball on the floor, he better catch it and shoot. He better catch it and keep it above his shoulders and shoot it. Because if he put it on the floor around the vacuum, it's gone.
He said the vacuum. Yeah.
Let me ask y'all this. Who got the highest ceiling? Who got the highest ceiling? Dyson, Zacc, or JJ?
Zacc. The highest ceiling out of those 3?
Yeah.
You got 3 different types of style players.
Maybe Zacc.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's all depending on Zacc really like
shooting.
Well,
let me put it like this.
I feel like he's going to shoot. I feel like the worst case scenario is Zacc is going to shoot like average.
Let's put it like this.
That's what I feel. I feel worst case scenario he's going to shoot worse than that. But if he really like, and I think he will like get that kind of size to him and stuff or whatever, that's what's really gonna like, man, it's gonna unlock, man, because his IQ and everything like that too early, like it's way higher than, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just, yeah, man.
Yeah,
literally watching Zacc right now. The only thing that's stopping him from averaging 20 points a game right now is literally his shot.
It's his brain, his mind.
Yeah. No, it's literally his shot and size.
When I'm saying his mind,
Kool-Aid, we just went over it. If he make a couple more threes, make his free throw, like the dude already at like 7.
No, you're not understanding what I'm saying. You're not understanding
12 now.
No, you ain't understanding what I'm saying.
What's up?
When I say his mind got him not thinking he's better than what he really is. His mind is suppressing himself. His ability is way up here. All that what he got in himself, and his mind won't let him go get that. So when he playing, he don't play like I'm the man. He play within a certain fear right now. He not. That's what I'm talking about. His mind. When he start playing in that fear, when he start playing with that little bit of fear, especially the fear of shooting.
JJ went through a moment, a while, and we watched him work it out over the years. So I understand, man.
Now you understand what I'm saying about his mentality when you. And when I
Let me
said
say
something
something on
about
that.
a
Let me say
mutant,
something on that
once
though.
you got to
you
teach
get
a
the
mutant
size,
how
to
to
be
do
able to
what?
take
How
it.
to use his special ability.
But
Once
that
you get
shot
that mutant to
fall,
learn
that
how to,
Lamar
it's
start going
there.
to.
I
You
just think
start.
that's not
Let me get in
following.
there though. Let me rebuttal that real quick, Kool-Aid. The thing about Zacc that makes him
Carlos,
different is that he is probably the first rookie player that we've seen in a long time that has confidence.
on
Zacc
our
has
team,
amazing confidence.
No,
on
He
our team.
already knows how to forget about what happened last play and to come back to the next play. You don't
right,
see that
right.
with
I
a whole lot of
understand
rookies. A
that,
whole lot of
but
rookies,
Because he
they
has
miss
yet
two
to stop
shots, they ain't
shooting.
shooting no more. He
He's
keeps shooting.
not stopped shooting. He has
He
not
don't stop
stopped
shooting.
I mean,
He
I mean,
got a confidence about him, and he knows what to be, and he knows what to do. And he's already 7 feet. Now the question was asked about the potential between the three of them. My problem with JJ is not a two-way player. That's
JJ
his
do got
problem.
it. Yeah, that is his problem right
JJ
there.
will fill up the stats on
Good
offense,
point. Good
but
point.
on defense, the dude runs around and he never lifts his hands
Good
up.
point.
He
Good
had
point.
average at best on defense.
At best,
He's
average.
far from
That's the
consistent.
problem.
If he
That's the
does have
problem.
a good defensive play, it is far from consistent.
I
And
was
that's the
watching him
thing
on
too,
the
because
closeouts
yeah,
against Boston.
he had me thinking for a second about JJ, because I'm like, man, JJ's potential and who he is pretty high though, man. So,
he's
but
just a
at the
triple
same
double,
time
man. He's
though,
a walking
that's what
triple
I said.
double.
It's like
JJ
with Zacc.
talent. See, y'all talking about guys got three different skill sets.
Well,
And
I mean, but yeah, JJ, that's what I'm saying. He'd be good,
but
but
so
we talking about the difference
JJ
in
is
them
a
three
triple
though.
double. He a walking triple double.
But we talking
Easy.
about who can be the best out those three. And Zacc
Yeah.
being 19 and literally he can do basically everything, or shows
Yeah.
the foundation of ability to do basically everything or whatever. Be a solid and impactful defensive player, like because him and Dyson together is like crazy.
Yeah.
Basically, once Dyson doing this
get
havoc
Hunter back.
and back up there, that's basically an automatic load. This bum about to get stolen. You know,
when
so
we
Yeah,
get Hunter
bro.
back and when we
started
get
some havoc. He about to definitely
I'm
get
when we
gonna
taken.
get
tell y'all
Vic
the
back,
truth
it's
too.
gonna be live up in there.
I love Dyson
In
Daniels.
that New York Knicks
Yeah, I
game,
do too, Jay.
you saw
I'm a big
Zacc.
Dyson
You
fan, man.
really
I'm big
saw
Dyson
you
fan. I don't
really
even
saw the real
watch
Zacc
that, man.
stand up in the New York Knicks game.
Now that
In
that
that
was a
New
good
York
showing,
Knicks
man.
game, you literally saw the real Zacc stand up.
I'm happy
How
he did
often
play.
can we now can we get him to get to that point? Because because he did everything right in that game, including shooting. Even when he got bounced, he didn't take it in. He went to he bounced back out to the 3-point line in that game when he could have took the man on a break to the rim, but he bounced it up there to the 3-point line and he shot that three with confidence. Once Zacc reaches potential, man, in his mind, he's gonna be a bad boy. It's just something he just missing just a little bit that he's not reaching within him. I know he's showing every bit of everything else that he have, but he just a little short mentally on what he's trying to do when it comes to shooting that 3-point shot.
I just think the distance is different. He didn't start the season last year in Europe, as a good shooter, but then he got hot, after about a month, and he couldn't miss for like 2 months, and then he came back to earth. So, I mean, it's a further 3-point distance. The ball's a little bit different. I think I don't think he has a confidence issue. I don't think it's a mental thing. I just think the shot's not falling. Sometimes I see him, he's wide open, he rushes the shot. I don't think he
That's mental. That's mental.
like, he rushes it because I think he's still getting adjusted to the speed of the game, though. I don't think
I was
That's
about to say,
mental.
is they goal over there different than ours or something?
The 3-point line is the ball
Yeah.
is different. I
Ball
can't
is
say the
different.
ball is the same weight, but it's like more slick.
Okay.
Well, the lines are different on the ball as well, or whatever. Like the ball is different, and the 3-point line is closer, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Really?
And
The ball, the shot
Kyrie
that
changed the
Zacc
rules
shot
of
off
the
the
3-point.
side of the
yeah, I'm about to say
backboard
the
when
court's smaller or whatever,
It's
right?
a little bit more narrow too. Yeah.
It's more narrow, I mean, or whatever. Basically, I think the length is the same, but it's not as wide.
But college basketball plays now from the same 3-point line as Europe. So the college line is basically where he shot from, but The college line is more drawn out because when they convert it over to feet and meters, is not exactly right. So
Okay.
it's more of a straight arc in Europe versus America. It goes up and then comes in.
Hey, let me give you this right here. When I be talking about mental, see, Trae Young, when he shook that ball up and he shimmied, he got his head right to make that shot. The problem with Zacc, when he shot that ball off the side of the backboard, he had plenty of time. He had enough time to line it up. He did not have to rush that shot.
You gotta be slow, Kareem. What we say?
You see what I'm saying? He didn't have to rush that shot. And I think if you would have not rushed that shot, I think what Zacc is doing, he is rushing his shot.
But look, Kool-Aid,
he don't really have to.
Kool-Aid, you remember when Trae started, he was off.
He was off. He was off.
He was off like a motherfucker.
No, he wasn't off like that. He wasn't off like that.
Dude, Trae
He was off in that summer league game. He shot the air ball. Listen to what I'm telling you now. Listen what I'm telling you.
He won 20%. He won 18%. Nah, he was.
No, he won 18%.
But he had some bad games though.
No. Let me tell you. No, he was off a little bit. He wasn't shooting like he was shooting when he was playing for Oklahoma when he came in. But he was getting better. And I'm gonna tell you why he was a little bit off. Because he came in as a shooter from Oklahoma. Pierce took him and practiced him 80% of the time to make him a passing guard. So when he was practicing him as a passing guard, he lost a little bit on his shooting. Now, let me tell you something. He was shooting low goals. When I went to go see him play, the very first preseason game I saw him play, he beat San Antonio, and they had White them over there. They had all them guys over there. He actually beat San Antonio there on a closeout logo shot at Georgia State. I was there at that game. Yeah. And then he had shootout with like Zach LaVine, 30-point games, 25-point games. So
that came later though.
No, I'm saying even in his first games, I had season tickets. I was looking at those games. He wasn't going for no 10 points a game.
The Levine game where we had that shootout was the second half of the season.
Yeah, I know it was the second half of the season.
Yeah, but Trae usually started off slow.
I'm saying though, like
he usually started out the season slow.
His first month of the season.
But Trae played point guard though. That's the thing about it though. Like he get to control and dictate everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Also, too, they clear everything out the way. So that also gives him the ability, and that's why even to this day, y'all have heard me before, I get mad about stuff though, but he himself, he's for sure get in a rhythm or get himself into a rhythm or flow. He gets to have the luxury to say, basically, while everybody else got to depend upon him or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or, in past we get mad at some guys or say he got accepted, and we see it now where y'all get the rebound, y'all push it and go and stuff like that or whatever a little bit better though. But yeah, anyway it goes. But like with Zacc, he's not a point guard and then he's not a center. So like to really like stand out is easier in those type ways or whatever, especially for like these rookies and going back to him being in the rookie year standings or whatever. Is like the bigs can kind of stand out a little more because you can get the rebounds and blocks and stuff like that. Even if you only got 10 points, the likelihood of you getting the double and 10 rebounds and then or like Clingan getting some 8 blocks to put on top of a 17 points, something like that. Like that's crazy stand out or whatever. And with Zacc, his defense, you gotta like really be paying attention or something like that. Like, dang, okay, like he's playing great defense, whatever. Like you can't be a casual fan or whatever.
Well, like I said, I think Zacc I think he's best suited to go against bench lineups right now because bench lineups tend to be smaller. There's less rim protectors in there. They're worse defenders, and they will fall asleep on him. Whereas the starters he's going against, I just don't think he's ready for it. So, at some point, I think when he starts taking off, it's going to happen in more of a bench role coming off the bench. But, I mean...
So do you think that when Hunter gets back, Hunter should take the starting position?
I think at some point...
He gonna get it.
Ain't no doubt about it.
They already gave it to him. Did you not see the beginning of the first two games? Coach already gave him.
I
Already
mean,
gave
like
him
I
that
told y'all,
time.
unless Zacc was like unequivocally like that college football shit better
He's been
than
doing all right. What been saving Sarce outside is the fact that he plays center and he can block some shots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if he couldn't block shots and it was off his shooting or something like that, or off his finishing around the rim, oh man, they would definitely be killing Sar. But because he blocked shots and like he's showing that he can play defense and stuff like that, that's why it's like anybody who kind of really paying attention to the stuff, he's still in the mix of stuff. I put the list up there. He's still in people's top 10, you know. People
For rookie of
top
the
10
year?
rankings for
Yeah,
rookies,
he
you know,
is. He is
stuff
in
like
the
that.
top
So it's
10.
not like he like completely out the mix. So it's like, yeah,
Derrick
man,
McCain might end up winning
ain't gonna
rookie
do
of the year.
something like that.
Huh? Done at this point. He might run away with it.
You say who? McCain?
Derrick McCain.
Yeah, if he keep doing it, because the position he playing, and then Maxey just got hurt, so he about to have some time, and he gonna have time opportunity. But Embiid is back, but he just did that with Embiid, didn't he? But Embiid been slow coming back, so I don't know. Like
They're not gonna play Kyle
don't know.
Lowry no more minutes when Maxey comes back.
How long is Trae out?
I haven't watched him. I don't know his game though, so I can't really speak on him, man. So
How long is Trae
Look
supposed
at
to be
that
out?
picture of Jared McCain dribbling. That's how he plays.
huh?
Dre probably be back. He probably be back. He out with the baby. He probably be back. He's gonna be back this Friday, or he's gonna be back Sunday. Dre.
No, I was talking about Trae Young.
Trae Young. He's day by day. He might be. They say he might play Friday, or I'm just saying what they said on 92.9 Zone. What I heard, he might play Friday.
I think the Hawks are gonna be fine. The best part, like I know Damon talks about all NBA players, and he's like, we're not missing all NBA guys. But like the thing is, I don't think people understand is like there's a massive difference between having DeAndre Hunter or Zacc Risacher as your backup wing, your backup power forward, and David Roddy. Like,
yeah,
no, not David Roddy. I like David Roddy's game, but like getting Bogey back versus a guy like Garrison Matthews is very different. There's still a difference between Keaton Wallace and Kobe Buffkin. So I mean, shit, we're almost back, right? These dudes are starting to get back healthy. The weather the storm. Let's just hope they keep winning. Yeah.
So what about Larry Nance being the backup?
Y'all know y'all used to be saying we can't play like that, right? Now you're just saying play 2 5s, play 10 rotation. Do y'all not know Golden State plays 11-man rotation?
Well,
they're 9-2. They're 9-2.
Smart coach.
So that when I be saying to do that when you have a deep bench, and guess what? He got a lot of young boys over there. And he playing deep. And you know why? You know why he's a smart coach? Because he see the talent in every last one of those guys, in which every job each one of those guys can do, and he using them to a T. He also using them to use them to stretch out so everybody will be strong throughout the game. So nobody won't be tired. So he'll bring in a floor of guys. Sometimes he bring in a floor of guys that have so much energy, they'll run the other guys off the floor.
I mean, the Hawks could do that when they get everybody back. I mean, shit.
Yeah,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. But that's
be playing 44 minutes.
They have a 9-man rotation. If you think you got you got the guys that are starting right now, right? You got Trae, Dyson, Zacc, you got Jalen Johnson, you got Clint Capella. Well, behind them, you're probably gonna have a Kobe Buffkin, a Bogdan Bogdanovic,
Zachary.
Gonna have a DeAndre Hunter. You probably are gonna have to pick between if you're gonna want to get beat on the court or if you're gonna do Larry Nance. You got a Kongu. That's 11 guys right there.
Why are we playing?
You'll get Garrison Matthews some spot minutes.
And see, that's why I was telling people in the Eastern Conference, when we went to the Eastern Conference final, Nate ran 2 5s. He ran a Trae Young 5 and he ran a Lemon Pepper Lou 5.
That's true.
So is Garrison gonna get some minutes when Bogey come back?
Huh?
I don't know.
Is Garrison gonna get some minutes when Bogey come back
next week?
That's a good question.
Garrison
Matthews.
No. It gonna your starting 5 is what you seen in the first 2 games, right?
No, I'm saying, is he gonna get some minutes when Bogey come back?
Oh, Garrison Matthews?
No. Garrison Matthews would get very, very few minutes.
He's
So
gonna
Right,
your
right.
play.
second,
He's
It
so
gonna
have
your
been
play.
second
blowing.
five,
He's gotta play four
your
games,
second
5 nights, and back to backs. That's when you'll
your
see.
second three people coming off the bench. It's gonna be the guaranteed now. Your guaranteed people coming off the bench gonna be Bogey, Zacc, and
Kobe Buffkin.
yeah, Kobe Buffkin. Kobe Buffkin, who's gonna be behind Trae. He's gonna be the backup point guard for Trae.
Right.
Then you gonna have Bogey gonna come in as 2. Then you have Zacc playing that 3 spot.
What about
That's
Devin Lowe?
open.
That's
Well,
how it's
I
gonna
think
be.
they're either gonna go
What
with
about
V.
Devin
I
Lowe?
think they're gonna go with V
Backup five.
and Zach.
And then you come in, it's gonna come in with double O. It probably come in with double O and Nance together on the floor.
Maybe I don't know about that one.
I'm
That's a
saying
lot
because
of minutes.
you look at those first 2 games, the starting 5 was Trae Young, Dyson Daniels, Hunter, JJ, and Clint Capella. That in the first 2 games we won, that was your starting 5.
Yeah, but
Okay,
Right.
Larry Nance didn't play in none of those games.
Yeah, that's
right,
what I
right.
was saying.
Larry Nance didn't play none of those games. So your second 5 will look like this. Now, if Coach do be smart and he play a second 5, the second 5 be Kobe, Bogey, Zacc, Nance, and double O. That'll be your second 5. That'll be your second 5. And then coming off the bench, if you're gonna go to 11 man, then you can play between that with Garrison Matthews and Vic, switching back and forth, or depending on what day and time.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because then you can play Vic in the 3, you can play Vic in the 2, and you play Vic in the 1. They move around like that. So and then Garrison Matthews, if your boy Bogey having a bad day, then you can stick Garrison Matthews out and see what kind of day he can have if Bogey having one of them bad days. You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that they're better off. I think if it was me, I would have beat Kobe and Bogey on the court at the same time. And then as one of my wing positions, I'm probably either gonna go with Zach or I'm gonna move Hunter. It's like it would really be good if Zach could start making shots and stay in the starting lineup. Because then you
Yeah.
can just make Hunter your backup power forward, and you can go with Onyeka or you can go with Larry Nance depending on the night. But I like the
You
idea of
gotta
having
stay
those two.
big, man. If you don't stay big on them 5s, man, you gonna mess it up. You got to have 2 bigs on the floor. You got to have a Nance and double O on the floor. That's where he tested that in this last game when we beat the Celtics. You saw Nance on the floor with Clint Capella, and you saw Nance on the floor with double O. So
Yeah.
you got to have you in that second 5. You got to have those 2 guys on the floor.
I just want
Yeah.
another ball handler to help Kobe out. I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like
Kobe gonna
like
be
the idea of having Vic Krejci out there, and my 2 bigs could just be Onyeka and DeAndre Hunter or Nance.
DeAndre Hunter is not a big.
He's gonna be
DeAndre Hunter gonna be in the first 5. That's your first 5. He ain't gonna
Yeah.
be out there. He gonna rotate in the first 5.
well. I'm assuming that's what I'm saying. If they keep Zach in the starting lineup, then
Zacc is not gonna be in the starting lineup when Hunter come back. I'm telling you that now.
yeah, I'm not anticipating that either, honestly.
Well,
But
I'm just telling you how Quinn thinking. I'm telling you how Quinn gonna play it. You saw how Quinn played it in the first 2 games. He showed you who your starting 5s are.
yeah,
That's how it's gonna be. DeAndre Hunter is gonna be in the starting 5, and Zacc is gonna be the backup behind DeAndre Hunter.
yeah, and Veet didn't play. Veet and Lance didn't play. So
Yeah.
And because Kobe was hurt, Vic ended up being the backup point guard. They tested him in the backup point guard spot because Kobe was hurt. Kobe has not yet played, but Kobe is the backup point guard behind Trae. If Vic wouldn't have got hurt, and that's what got Roddy playing more time.
yeah. Well, the
Yeah.
good
Y'all like
part is,
Ronnie?
I think they're still gonna stagger the trade Jalen Johnson minutes. So I don't. I see that if Kobe's out there, they're gonna try to have Jalen Johnson out there.
Yeah.
But because you need
Or
another.
maybe Bogey.
It might be. You just need another guy in the half court that can get to the rim and make passes. That's why I like the 3-man rotation to me of Beat, Bogey, and Kobe Buffkin. Like I just like that. And it will work very well if you had Hunter as your forward, because that lineup is gonna play defense. You know what I'm saying? But all those dudes, I mean, the Hawks don't really go full. Like Quinn is not a guy that goes full bench lineup anyway. He tends to keep a couple of starters or a starter out there with 3 bench players. It's very rare, even before last year. But you know what? We never really saw it where everybody was available. But even in Utah, he didn't really run full bench lineups.
Well, he don't have a real true second team.
Yeah,
He has 4 reserves. It's not a second team. So
yeah.
that's why we run 9. That's why we run 9. He has a starting 5 and he has 4 reserves. And from sometimes you'll see Hunter slide over to the 4. Sometimes you'll see JJ stay out there. Sometimes JJ will come out early. Sometimes you'll see the rotations. But it's going to be interesting to see how you use Buffkin.
It's gonna be interesting how you
Buckner gonna be
step back.
Buckner straight come off the bench and be point guard. That's it. Bag up Trae, give Trae some breather. That's how you gonna use Buffkin. That's gonna be it.
Yeah,
Every
Yeah,
now and then
that sounds like it should work, but I don't have a whole lot of confidence in Buffkin.
I ain't saying I don't have confidence in it either, but I'm just telling you how coach gonna use him. I'm thinking Quinn. I'm just telling you how Quinn gonna do it.
I like Kobe. The only thing about Kobe is I don't know. The reason why I like Kobe is I know he'll score the ball. Like he'll go out there. He kind of reminds me of Jordan Poole, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and like I say, they've been grooming him They've been grooming him to be the backup point guard for Trae Young for even last year. So he gonna that's what it's gonna be. That's his job to be the backup point guard for Trae Young.
Yeah, I would just like that rotation. I don't know. I like being the point guard and helping Kobe out in spurts and having Bogey and Kobe run off of that.
It might be a time you might have Kobe and Vic, and you end up with Vic at the 2. He might end up with a rotation coming off the bench with Kobe, Vic, Zacc, JJ.
Actually, in the preseason when everybody was healthy, they did something like that. I don't think Bogey played too much, but those were the moments where they put Zacc in at the 4, and they would put him in the pick and roll as the screener with Kobe Buffkin. I thought he was pretty effective at that. So the good part about Zacc, even though he's not strong, bench guys don't tend to be able to push him around, and he's a good rebounder versus starters. It's just a good rebounder, period. So you could still have him in theory as your backup power forward.
Cause you know it's gonna be a chance that Bogey gonna still be one of those guys that he's the oldest guy. I don't know if he's the oldest guy on the team.
Clint.
Larry Nance, right? He's right there in there, right?
Oh yeah, Larry Nance is up there too.
Well,
yeah. So I mean, but as for Bogey always had those issues with his knees, with his quads and stuff like that. And I think he's gonna have times where he's gonna have to really sit down. And in that rotation, that next man up in that rotation, it's gonna end up being like a Vic or Garrison Matthews. They're gonna be the 2 people that gonna in his rotation spot. It's Vic and Garrison Matthews. It's in Bogey's spot.
I like what I get from Larry Nance. I just don't know if by the time everybody comes back, I think he becomes the odd man out in the rotation.
I hope not.
Him or Vic become the odd man out to me in the rotation.
Well,
that's the thing is that we understand.
Yeah, those are 2 dudes in the preseason that didn't play when everybody was relatively here. So,
well, I don't have no problem with that. If Hunter come back and play the way he played in the last 2 games, Hunter is a 3-4 guy, and Nance is a 4-5 guy, and what we were missing in that spot was a shooter. And Nance became that shooter. We saw him become that shooter this last game. Now, when Hunter come back, if Hunter come back and he could be that guy, could be that shooter like he was in them first 2 games, then we're not going to lose much because Hunter can still play defense and everything else as well. I mean, he might not get, Nance don't get them and get that many rebounds either. So if we get the same amount of volume out of shooting and scoring out of Hunter when he come back, we're not gonna lose too much.
I think
Trae and Hunter play off each other very well. When Hunter shooting well, him and Trae play off each other very well. They've been playing like that for years.
Yeah, I just don't think that Quinn sees Nance as a 4 for him.
I wish
Um,
he did.
I wish he did. I wish he did. But I mean, they only at this whole stretch, he only played the 4 like 2 games next time Yekker at Clinton. Like, they started him 1 game, then he didn't play no more that game versus I think it was versus the Wizards.
Yeah.
Then they had this game versus Boston where they went with it, but I thought it was because he was making shots that they just kept him in there. But for the most part, they don't tend to go to Nance with another big. That's why I think
But
him or V are out of the rotation entirely.
no, listen to this, man. Listen. Rowdy has been the backup power forward. That's who he's been playing off the bench. He's 6'4", man. He's too short.
Yeah,
Even though
Roddy
he's big, he's a power forward. He's only 6'4", 6'5".
But now
He's
you're
too
back
short.
up power forward.
So what I'm saying right now, it don't make sense. It don't. After you just saw what Larry Nance said, see, he would be the perfect bag up power forward behind JJ. He's the perfect bag up power forward.
Unless the back up power forward is going to be DeAndre Hunter.
No, DeAndre Hunter is a 3.
Yeah.
He no longer is the 4 because JJ is the 4, Hunter is the 3, Dyson is the 2, and Trae Young is the 1. And Clint Capella is the 5.
Early in the season, they slid Hunter over to the backup power forward position.
They did it a lot.
I mean, they might did it on a rotation, but him and JJ went on the floor together.
That's why.
Yeah, that's right.
Because you know why? Because they didn't have nobody else to slide in the 4. Because Rowdy had just starting to get a taste of the game. So you gonna play Rowdy in the 4 or you gonna play Hunter in the 4?
Nah, I think for a chemistry standpoint and how this has to flow, I don't think the Hawks can get away with playing Clint. Can start Clint, Dyson, and Hunter. They might. I don't know because Zacc really ain't shot, but that 3-man lineup of Dyson,
why they can't do that?
Jalen Johnson defensively.
That's a good defense.
You got
that.
You got 3 3D guys on there. I don't know what you're saying, but I'm just telling you how it's gonna be, man. You can say what you want.
Should be better.
I'm telling you what Quinn is doing and how it's gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, look, again, I don't see a problem. I got on with Mike and said, eventually, yeah, they're gonna probably go back to Hunter, unless Zacc starts making some shots or something. Like, they probably are gonna go back to Hunter as the
politics, man, politics and favoritism. Believe what I'm telling you, man. Hunter is gonna be the starting 3. Period. If Hunter is healthy, believe what I'm saying with politics, man. Just erase it out your mind. I ain't saying in my heart what I want, because when I started with my starting 5, I wanted Zacc to be in my starting 5. But I'm just telling you, put it in your mind how Quinn thinks. We better be thanking God that Quinn not thinking that it's gonna be Trae Young, Bogey, Hunter, Clint Capella, and JJ. That's his starting 5.
That's what it was going to be.
God.
At the start of the season, it looked like they weren't. Or no, he started.
No. The start of the season, no. Bogey already made up his mind. He coming off the bench. At the beginning of the season, the starting 5 was what I said. It was Trae Young, Dyson, Hunter, JJ, and Clint. That's the starting 5.
That is the starting 5. Yeah, I agree.
I don't care what Matt says. Double O is not starting over Clint, and Zacc ain't starting over a healthy Hunter.
No.
And I ain't saying because this is what I want. I'm just telling you facts of how I'm thinking, the way Quinn is thinking. And I'm thinking the way Landry is thinking. I'm telling you right now, the way Landry is thinking, he jumped for joy to see Kobe, his boy. And I'm telling you right now, ain't nobody starting as a backup point guard over Kobe. Kobe is healthy. Regardless of whether y'all like his game or not, I'm just telling you, because of politics, Kobe is already been groomed to be that bag-up point guard.
Yeah.
And guess what? If Dyson Daniels go down, there might be a chance that you're going to see, like I said, you probably see Bogey, and then you'll see Kobe take Dyson's spot. You'll see a Kobe and a Dyson Kobe and Bogey on the floor together. because it's politics.
No, I mean I expect to see Kobe. I ain't tripping.
Yeah, I expect to see Kobe Bucky 100%. I think Kobe, but see that so Kobe has to play because you need the scoring. Like you
And,
need him and Bogey to score the ball off the bench.
and
Like,
I'm gonna bring something else to you too. We
He's
forget
supposed
about
to
Steph
defense.
Lundy.
Sub
We
Lundy is
forget
going to
about
college.
Steph Lundy.
He's going to college.
That could be another little politics move.
Steph Lundy is College Park.
I know he in College Park.
I'm just
He
saying
play,
that's what
he
he
done
is.
started back. He done started back playing.
Not yet. I
Not
don't
yet.
think so.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I looked at the rotation of the 13 players.
Sub Lundy is
Steph Lundy would probably most likely be down. I don't think he would come up. But don't. I wouldn't put it past. I wouldn't put it past the coach, man. I seen how he took his eye, how he gleaned at Steph Lundy several times. But Garrison Matthews do have the contract. So
well, you know, Steph Lundy and Mo Gay, they're gonna be in College Park.
yeah.
I'm a fan of Garrison Matthews, though. I mean, I hate the fact that he's been far out of the rotation, but he probably shouldn't be playing. I mean, it's just the bottom line. But I see him running around. I see why y'all call him Cardio Goat now because
That's Larry. That
I
Larry.
just started to run around out there. Like,
Shout out to Larry.
Wait.
But Larry started calling him that as if he did nothing. But last year, I was like, shoot, he's slick shooting 50% from three though. But
man,
you know, I mean, it was less in volume, but
against the Celtics, I don't remember him taking a single shot.
I mean, that's because we have nobody to be able to truly kind of create and him to run. Like, not having Trae hurts him the most.
Well, you know, honestly though, I rewatched the Celtics game. We wasn't that great in the Celtics game until like the fourth quarter. we were kind of terrible a little bit.
Yeah, we were bad.
They kept us in the game though.
Yeah, they were bad. They were bad. We were bad. Because we went down 15, when we went down almost 18 points, I thought that was it, bro. I didn't think we were gonna bounce back from the 18 down.
No time when we got down though.
Yeah, we got down 18.
Every time we would get a stop, these dudes would look for the home run pass and just turn it over. I'd be like, bro, y'all tripping.
Yeah, I mean Boston. I feel like they just, I don't know. They had that run of like knocking down on threes.
Yeah.
Because other than that, we were kind of right there, and then they had a run.
Man, how in the world they get Derek White? That's all I'm asking. That dude is the truth.
Well, Derek White, though, when he came on that team, he was very much like Dyson Daniels.
That's what I was about to say. Marion, I said they about to say that about Dyson Daniels or whatever. It's already
they got Derek White on a little cheap because San Antonio was dumping everybody, man, to set up for that Wemby thing. They were slowly dumping everybody.
The way I heard it is that we wanted Derek White first.
Until they tricked us into that DJ trade. DJ was the last dump of the DJ of that trade or that team.
Dyson keep elevating his offensive game, man. He's gonna easily be one of my favorite players because y'all know I always talk about it, crowd. You know, I'm a proponent of defense and shoot. In my opinion, it already like it's no excuse for other guys too. It's like, man, Dyson is in great shape too, man. And I'm like, finally, we got somebody who can display that in 2024. That it's no excuse, y'all. Like, stop doing that. Like, either guys taking plays off or y'all not in shape or something to be to where you need to be able to play defense. Cause I'm like, look at him. He upping, folks. He going from this one to that one, hands up, hands active. Like, why your hands down by your side? You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like only the foreign guys. Well, I don't want to say only the foreign guys, but Dyson and Zacc, the only ones who like do base that's so basic, just active hands. It's like, God, why y'all other NBA players don't do something so simple? Like something like that would just turn y'all into so much better defenders. Like that's JJ problem.
That's JJ problem, man. What is that about?
JJ problem. He lazy. He don't put enough energy in his defense, man.
So he could be a two-way.
Cause that shot,
he can dominate the game both ways if he can get that right.
See, I always get mad at JJ because JJ, when he defending a shooter, he just stick his hand straight out. Yeah. When he stopped Brown from hitting that shot, he jumped up and put the ball up over the ball.
Yeah.
And he has the ability to defend over the top but he always just be lazy. He just stick a hand out there, like he just going through the motion.
But he playing tag.
Yeah, like he playing tag. I'm like, man, how you gonna block a shot? You sticking your arm down around his wrist.
Not even just that though, but you're not even. But the word is contest. You're not contesting nothing. Like,
right,
I know it's a pro. I know they're pros and everything, but it like having a hand coming here is a lot. You know, in towards your face, that's a lot. You know, that's still doing something more than it going towards their waist. Like you just sitting there you doing a little fake tag. I'm like, that ain't doing crap. Like I hate when people do that. They doing nothing to nobody. Like they finna just knock down that shot super easy, man. So it's just like, man, come on, man. He gotta get it together, man. But yeah, yeah, Carlo. Like you gotta pay attention to that. Like I mean, I take that, you know, I know that it takes energy to play both sides of the ball. I just don't take that excuse. Like too many times players be like, oh, they gotta do that. I'm like, man, it's ways to get your breath, you know, take your energy throughout the game, and then real players or whatever, you don't necessarily take off on offense, but you kind of like, you know, when you need a breather or whatever, you kind of slow it up at a moment or whatever, because you don't want to cheat yourself still on the defense part. Like you got to play the game, you know, correctly or whatever. That's why sometimes I'm not necessarily a proponent of the quick shots and just pace and everything. It's like, yeah, play with the pace, but don't let it be at the expense of, like, you know what I'm saying, playing smart basketball basically as well. So
yeah, but Dyson is tenacious though, man. That defense is
it is,
the
man.
deputy is outstanding out there. He
don't be looking tired, Marion. He don't. Do he look tired ever? No.
I saw him.
He almost like Trae Young on offense. That's how he play defense.
Mike.
That's how Trae play offense. That's how he play defense.
You for real, YT. That impact, that even the gravity in a sense. He got that defensive gravity.
It's gravity. They was talking about they're gonna start playing it on the opposite side of Dyson with the ball. I think that's what you look for is when they start
talking about playing away from him.
Trying to get away from him.
But how you gonna get away from a man that takes your top guy though? You can't get away from a guy that say, "Give me your guy." I'm gonna if he's the number one guy on the team, then that means he gonna always go play your number one guy. How you gonna run from him? Unless you're not gonna give the ball to your number one guy.
Unless your number one guy's big. If your number one guy's a big, that's different.
Yeah,
your number one guys are big, but how many teams they number one guys are big?
It's a few. If we play the Lakers, he's not gonna be guarding AD.
No, he ain't gonna guard.
He's not gonna be guarding Jokic.
He gonna guard LeBron James.
He may playing defense look fun.
What's up, Wacky?
I guarantee you.
I feel like he may playing defense look fun.
Nah, Dyson may be playing defense. No, but that's why I appreciate it, because I personally think defense can be fun, and I find it to be fun and stuff like that. So I enjoy watching.
Let me tell you something.
I hope other people players who don't, you know what I'm saying? I hope, like you said, like he make it look fun to them too. So it's like you can appreciate, you know what I'm saying? Because I get tired of that whole, I don't know, man. It just seems like fans have started to kind of start accepting not playing defense over the past couple years.
Let me tell you, Mike. You know what I mean? You go ahead about the defense, offense. Now, I say it like this. You can't be heavy. You can't be over heavy defense. You can't be over heavy offense.
I agree.
You got to find that heavy. So I don't want 3 stops, and we don't got to stop to take the lead, and then we go down and miss. I've seen this too many times. Like we got to stop.
But it also depends, though.
And then we miss the shot.
If the other team playing defense or not. Now I understand that we just bricking, but at the same time we are playing another team.
I'm saying like a lot of times it be brick.
But I'm saying
large percent of the time. Large percent of the time it be bricks.
But Kool-Aid, it's much better that we able to get the stops though.
Yeah, it's good.
I can't stand it when we playing against a team and every time they come down, it's 2 or 3 points every time.
Right. I can't stand that either. That's why I said we got to be in the middle. Yeah, we got to find that happy medium. We can't be over the top or either way.
I don't disagree.
You see what I'm saying? Now, let me tell you. Now, if I got scorers, now I'm an offensive guy. And I was looking at
Man, you got the
Golden State
man.
game, right? I was looking at the Golden State game.
Yeah.
What?
That no guy was just shooting the heck out the ball. It wasn't nothing but shoot. And who missed was the one that gonna lose. Now,
What?
that ain't saying they wasn't playing, because everybody play a little bit of defense, get in front of everybody, jump at the ball, go at the ball and stuff like that. But it came down to when I jump at you, whether you gonna hit that shot. Because a lot of those shots from them guys could shoot so good, man. They was semi-contested, uncontested, and they was going in.
But did you see Golden State's defense though?
Yeah, Golden State defense was good. It was like Draymond Green and them.
Draymond Green.
Back. Yeah.
If JJ could have defense like Draymond Green, we win the championship.
Right. I mean, of course. And that's what I'm saying. But then Draymond Green got shooters when he make his defensive stops. He got players who can go down and score after the stop.
Bring back John Collins.
Nah. John Collins can't do that, man.
Man, God, that Kool-Aid a hater, but because he like JJ, man. Because he like JJ.
If we can get John Collins instead of to be the 5 instead of Yucca off the bench.
No.
I'll take that.
I'll take it.
I'll take John Collins over
Then we can run that 5-man out.
John Collins back.
No, for real backwards, man.
We can run that 5-man out.
Kool-Aid tripping. I'll straight up
under
trade.
five,
They'll take double on and put John Collins back. I'll do it.
Never go backwards, man. Never go backwards, man.
Shit.
I would get John
Hey,
Collins.
Kool-Aid, rewind me.
I've been watching John Collins though with Utah. I wouldn't do it, man.
I won't do it, man.
He balling though. He balling. He had 29 the other night.
No.
Would you rather have John Collins right now or Yucca Congo as the 5 off the bench?
Give me John.
I'll take John Collins over Double O.
Come on, big
I definitely take. No, let me tell you something. Double O ain't the guy, man. Now I definitely take John Collins over Double O anytime.
Let's clear the room. Let's go get John Collins back.
Yeah, if you gonna get rid of Double O,
he got.
I mean, go get rid of Double O.
We don't have to clear it out much. All we got to do is ship out Yucca, and probably. I mean, shit, we could probably send out Hunter and bring back John Collins. I mean, shit.
But we
could probably send out Nance and Yucca. That clears the money right there for John Collins.
Man, see.
Yeah, man, but I don't want to go backwards, bro. I don't want to go backwards, man. Heck to the no, bro. Hey, man, let my JJ be finished. Get ready to cook, cause you know how stupid they get. They'll be able to sit there and put JJ on the bench and John Collins be at the dang post. We got dumb coaches, bro.
Hey,
we got JJ and John Collins on the floor together.
Kool-Aid, we brought JLT back.
They brought Jeff T back to play with Trae, man. Trae Young needed a point guard coming off the bench.
John Collins, man.
But you see what T did? Hey, he was. I mean, T just was one of those guys that was sitting around a vet that wanted to get his last little bit, and he went up over there with Milwaukee and got his ring.
That's what was
got
wrong.
His ring, man. That's all. He got his ring.
Oh, that was what was wrong with John, though, man. It was really that, man. It took him like 2 years for that finger, bro. That finger jacked up his shooting for like 2 seasons, basically.
That's true.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I blame that on. Now I don't know. I blame that on Nate, because Nate should have not forced John Collins to play with that finger. When John Collins first messed up that finger, he should have not played. Because when Nate made him play with that finger, and the last time he slammed that ball and he hit that finger again, that was it for that finger. And then he came out and continued to play with it.
I don't know. It don't look the same, do it? Do it still look the same?
It was all dislocated and shit like that.
Yeah, it's all kind of crooked, man. I mean, like,
no,
really, man.
Is it smaller now? Because it was like super fat and everything. I remember saying, but
I don't know. It looked permanently disfigured.
Yeah,
I don't know. I know it got that.
You know, it probably took him about a year to learn how to reshoot with that finger, though.
No, that's what I'm saying. I tried to defend him. I wasn't the biggest JC fan, nothing like that. But when fans start turning on him, then or whatever, they made me have to defend him a bit. I was like, hold on now. Do y'all understand? Like how hard it is to shoot when your finger is messed up. I mean, it becomes hard to dribble too. Like if you got something wrong with your finger or something like that, you could just have a freaking paper cut on your finger, bro. Like that's I don't know, that's gonna slick kind of like make you, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna throw off the dribble. They're gonna throw off. I mean,
But John Collins never could dribble though.
Well, I know that, but I'm just saying, even considering like, John Collins, like how his finger actually was, like, man, I kind of understand why he ain't necessarily shooting great. Like, I get it.
John Collins definitely couldn't dribble. He used to go to the paint and just fall down. I low key miss him playing around and just falling out there.
Yeah, nah, he can't dribble now. He couldn't dribble now.
I miss John Collins. Let's bring him back.
Yeah, but John Collins though was he was definitely money with mid range and dunking, and that's what. I mean, really, he was really good with the shooting into the figure with the 3-point shooting, but he was like I said, like point guard, man. Like really, just had how you had to play with him, pick, pop, let him finish, catch and stuff. It just a lot of that. A lot of his strengths went away with us because we had got Clint.
Yeah, he had a really good inside game, man. Before Clint came, he was averaging 20 points a game before Clint came when he was in the paint. Yeah. That way he got most of his points. He used to post up pretty good and everything. He had that little turnaround, fall off shot.
And that was
quick off his feet. He had quick feet. Now he was off the ground quick, so and getting rebounds and stuff. So he was really good on the inside. You know.
I'm just saying, man. Let's go back and get John Collins. I'd rather have him than Onyeka. If we're gonna be undersized at the backup 5, we might as well get a nigga that can play.
He can shoot,
man. But I'm just telling you right now. I'm telling you right now, they grooming Barlow, so just get ready.
No, I believe that. I believe that he's down there developing, but I still would rather make a move on a guy like John Collins.
I got the trade for you.
What's that?
Yeah, tell me what we'd have to give up.
We give up Bogey, Onyeka, Cody, and David Roddy for John Collins and Jordan Clarkson.
What?
I like that. What if we just got John Collins?
Huh?
What would we have to give up just to get John Collins?
That's too hard to do. You can't do that very easily. You probably have to give up something like Clint and Cody.
But I'm telling y'all watch and see what I tell you. Aiden will be a Hawk.
But if you gave up Bogey, Onyeka, Cody, and David Roddy, you can get John Collins and Jordan Clarkson.
I feel like that's too much to give up, though.
It sounds like a lot.
That sounds like a lot. But shit, if we can just get John Collins, like, we can match some money on that. I would love to bring John Collins back.
Jordan Clarkson is putting up 17 points a game right now.
He coming off the bench though in Utah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Collins is starting in Utah.
Yeah, he's starting in Utah.
Well, they bring him off the bench. He'll start.
He got him playing power forward over there.
He does it all. When Walker Kessler is healthy, John Collins comes off the bench.
Yeah.
But he averages the same shit whether he starts or comes off the bench. So he's consistent.
I'm about to say, because he come off the bench for us, that'll definitely be great.
That's what I'm saying. If we're gonna have an undersized 5 as our backup center, we might.
Yeah, it might well be John Collins. I don't know how he'll feel about it though.
He's better than 00. I'd take him before 00 for real, bro.
If we don't be
for real.
They say he started at the center today too.
Yeah, 24 points last time I checked.
Yeah, so I mean he'll be
29 points last game.
No,
you have somebody who can definitely put points up and he can hit the outside shot.
Yeah, and he got the stretch. He stretch everything. He can play.
He stretch everything.
Then you bring him back. He already got that rhythm with Trae Young.
And he can play defense.
What did you say? Kool-Aid, he does what?
Pause.
Hey, but fellas, I'm gonna hop on.
He said he stretched everything.
All right. Yeah, I'm about to go ahead, and then we got a game tomorrow, right? Second in-season tournament.
Hey, check this out, guys. The Wizards only won 2 games, and those 2 games are the team they beat us. The 2 games they beat us.
They beat us. And they still only won 2 games.
They won.
They trying to get them a 3rd win. We can't let them get no 3rd win and it be us.
This is a cup game too.
Okay.
Man, come on now.
I think they playing harder for the money.
It's two teams. It's 2 teams in the Eastern Conference above 500, right? Or 3 teams in the Eastern Conference above 500, right now.
How many games we got to win to like say win the cup or advance in the cup or whatever?
We really
Well,
just got to win.
It's tricky, man. It's based on points and wins.
Yeah,
we got to win 3.
If we beat, I mean, we should go 3-1. Really,
we need to win. Hey, look, we need to win by 20 tomorrow.
We gotta play the Wizards, and I think the next cut game is against the Bulls. So
It's gonna be hard.
But
if we can go 3-0 right there, then we put ourselves in a position to clinch.
Yeah, the toughest team in our division is Cleveland.
Yeah, that's the last one.
Oh, definitely.
So, all right, fellas, I'll see y'all tomorrow.
All right, y'all take care now.
All right, man. All right, yeah, we got the Wizards tomorrow, so hopefully we win that game, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Y'all take it easy.
All right, man.
Go Hawks.
Appreciate having this one, man. Hey,
Yeah, no problem, man. All right, I'm gonna
All
holler
right,
at you,
man.
Kool-Aid.
all right,
Take
talk
it
to you.
Yeah. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on no picking the park. Yeah, swooping in just like a hawk, translating on no peak in the pond. And one baby that's far from a flaw. Stay from Marina, we blow at the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a car. Lockdown D, get it still in a block. Vic got that vision, he passing the rock. Trae up from 30 with 12 on the clock. I hope your best player got really good handles, why? Cause he might get swiped by Daniels, I told him don't leave both get open, why? Cause he jump away like an ocean, yeah. Chillin' on the fat break, scaring down. But you can't leave open garrison. Just like a hawk, translating on the peak in the pond. And one baby that's far from a flaw. Stay from Marina, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a car. Lockdown D, get it still in a block. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on the peak in the pond. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on the peak in the pond. Yeah. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on no picking the park. Yeah, swooping in just like a hawk, translating on no peak in the pond. And one baby that's far from a flaw. Stay from Marina, we blow at the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a car. Lockdown D, get it still in a block. Vic got that vision, he passing the rock. Trae up from 30 with 12 on the clock. I hope your best player got really good handles, why? Cause he might get swiped by Daniels, I told him don't leave both get open, why? Cause he jump away like an ocean, yeah. Chillin' on the fat break, scaring down. But you can't leave open garrison. Just like a hawk, translating on the peak in the pond. And one baby that's far from a flaw. Stay from Marina, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a car. Lockdown D, get it still in a block. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on the peak in the pond. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on the peak in the pond.